everybody! Good evening, it's good to see you! Let me move my model down a bit. How are you all doing? Hello, Erlis, congrats on your first! Hello, Numenon! Oh my god, Aries Storm is here? Yo, guys, if you like Dracula, Ari is the best fucking person to follow here. Let's see if I can type shout out correctly. Aqua, if you get kidnapped, make sure not to realize for a week like a true little business boy. Oh, don't worry. If I get kidnapped, I'm gonna sit there and be like, man, this Dracula guy is pretty fucking cool. I'm vibing. I think, you know, that's just the normal response to have, you know? I'll just sit back, I'll relax, and I'll just be like, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's totally normal here. Oh, what an icon. What an icon. Hello, Asterix. How are you doing? And Hazel, my beloved, hello. How are you? Good to see all of you guys here tonight. I hope you're all doing well. I know it's been like a hot minute since I last streamed. I got really invested in playing Dawn Trail instead, and had like real life stuff coming up and kept getting in the ways, and just other streams that I was doing instead, so it's like, oh my gosh, finally gonna be back to streaming on my channel for a little bit. We make a return just for Dracula. You've got some good advice for interacting with Dracula. It better not have anything to do with Dirtman. Don't invite rude, timid men after November. Oh, okay, that's actually... Okay, yeah, that's good advice. That is good advice, Asterix. You get away with it this time. You get away with it just this one time. I'm also gonna let you guys know this is my first stream with my new boom arm for my mic. I picked it up from a guy on Facebook Marketplace, and I didn't die, and I got a like $150 boom arm for 40 bucks. So I consider that a pretty fucking big win. But I'm still kind of figuring out like where it works to like put it and everything. So if anything sounds like weird or anything, or like you feel like it's too close or too far away or something sounds off, feel free to let me know. Like, I know I can like run tests and do like recordings before stream, but I swear to God, it always comes out sounding different on actual stream VODs, and I don't know why. I don't know why OBS recordings lie to me like that. But I'm hoping that this will help improve my sound quality overall. I've really been needing one of these for a while, and I think it'll be nice that my mic is not sitting like on my desk, because I know I have a habit of like accidentally like hitting my desk with my knee in the middle of streaming and shit, and I know that's loud, so hopefully that'll make this a little less loud. That's what I'm aiming for. That's all I want. But I hope everybody's having a good night. Tonight we're playing... Oh my god, I fucking forgot. I meant to look up how to pronounce this before the start of stream, and then I just didn't. I sat down and I was like, yeah, I have time to go look up how this is said out loud, and then I just fucking did not. Oh my god, because I have read this word. 1 second, chat. Come on, there's gotta be a YouTube.
Drăculești.
Drăculești. Something like Drăculești. Okay. Okay, we're going with that, at least close enough. I'm sure I could work on my pronunciation. But we're playing Drăculești, which is an upcoming gothic horror romance visual novel from Fine Feathered Fiends. I believe it is their first visual novel, which is pretty exciting. I'm gonna wait for you. Listen, Asterix, I'm trying to pitch this game. Don't make me think of him, it'll distract me. Yeah, it's a gothic horror romance visual novel, and if you guys know me, you know that I fucking love those. They're my favorite. Specifically, like, the devs reached out to me on Twitter, or I guess X, whatever, fuck, I don't care, it's Twitter. And they were like, hey, we hear you like the house in Fata Morgana, and I was like, I sure fucking do like the house in Fata Morgana. I love the house in Fata Morgana. And they're like, yeah, our team loves Fata Morgana and Umineko and like games like that. And I was like, oh my god, I love Umineko! So that was kind of all that it needed to sell me, honestly. That was all that I really needed to know, was like, oh, if you're going for like anything similar to those vibes, I'm there for it. I fucking love a visual novel in a cursed mansion. And like, I guess Dracula's got a castle, not a mansion, but you know, You know, close enough. Fata Morgana was great, right? I miss Fata Morgana. Those were fun streams. Hello, Night Hours. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I am just a little bitch for like a really good gothic horror romance visual novel. Nothing could please me more. Those were your first streams? Oh yeah! Dane, I can't believe you came during that. Cause like I remember you being there. I remember Freya letting you drown in the river. That was messed up. I can't believe she did that, and we let her get away with it. That was really despicable, honestly. Kind of sick and twisted. Wow. Vampires are hot. I mean, what? No, you're so right for that, Night Hours. You're so right for that. If you think vampires are hot, I think this is gonna be a game for you. Because we're gonna go on a nice little business trip and go see Dracula and, you know, talk real estate and, you know, not get kidnapped for a week. Definitely not. I guess I should talk a little bit about my background with Dracula and stuff. 'Cause I think it's kind of funny. So I was like one of those fucking kids who like read all the time in like elementary school. And so I read Dracula in like 4th grade. And I did technically read it. I did technically read every word, and I technically did finish it. But I will tell you I did not understand like 90% of it because, you know, 4th grade me did not know a lot of the like, you know, the syntax and like specific language and wording that, you know, books from back then were written in. So I think a lot of it went over my head, and I got the basic ideas of it, and I did technically read it, but I didn't absorb much of it. Yeah, I remember my 4th grade teacher had it in the classroom because, you know, a lot of teachers have those like shelves of books that you can pick from for free reading time, which was my fucking favorite part of the day. Let me tell you, I was either doodling or reading. You know, if I could get through like my classwork for that, it was worth it. Yeah, Dracula the book. And for some reason, original Dracula was on that shelf. I don't know why. I am like 100% sure that it was not like, you know, an abridged or condensed version for kids. It was Dracula, straight up. I don't know why it was there, but I was like, man, I read all of Harry Potter. I'm such a fucking good reader. Look at me, I'm a little gifted kid. I can read Dracula. And I think, like, even already then, I was, like, starting to develop a lot of my interest in, like, horror and, like, kind of that sort of genre and stuff, so I was very curious about what a Dracula would be like. Because, you know, I hadn't experienced a lot of stuff like that, but I was curious about it. I wanted to know what it was all about and what it was like. So I grabbed it, read it, barely understood it. I remember vaguely thinking that it was good. I remember thinking that I enjoyed it at the time. And then I just kind of forgot a lot about it as I grew up. And then during the pandemic, Dracula Daily became really, really big. And so I was reading that, like, religiously for a long time. Like, all of the updates, I was reading it. And then some way halfway through, the ADHD kicked in. And I did fall off a bit. And I keep meaning to be like, I should actually give Dracula a proper read. Because now that I'm old enough to understand how it's actually written and understand and, you know, like, read it. I really should, because I was enjoying Dracula Daily, and I know Dracula Daily is a different experience from the original book, just because, you know, the way it's organized and stuff. So I'm like, I really should go back to it. So that's basically my background with Dracula. You know, it could be more, it really should be more. I would really like to go back and read it properly, but I think that'll kind of make for a fun demo experience here, because I've got, like, some baseline knowledge, and obviously through like cultural osmosis and just kind of, you know, yeah, a lot of media pulls from Dracula. If you like, you know, if you've seen anything with vampires, or again, a lot of gothic horror and stuff and gothic romance, it's probably got bits of Dracula hidden in there that you don't know about. So I think this will be fun though, because it means like, you know, I might end up getting surprised by some things that are like, you know, basic knowledge to book readers just because I forgot it. Just because it's been a while, and I was a child when I read it properly, and I only read half of Dracula Daily because, you know, ADHD bitches, we live our best life. But I think that'll make it fun. And to make it even more fun, Something that also caught my attention about this demo when I was talking to Fine Feathered Fiends is they mentioned that it has Twitch integration for the choices in it. So I think it would be a lot of fun for us, because I remembered, I was like, oh shit, we had a lot of fun playing 999 and getting to vote on choices. So it's like, let's definitely do that. I think my community, I think my chat would really enjoy that. So I'm pretty sure I've turned on the Twitch integration correctly. If I have not, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. It's funny because, like, I can... Oh, wait, no, there's a way to... They said there's a... Summon test! Summon test, is it working? I can't tell. Let's try. It should be like exclamation point vote is how you get it to work. Okay, the summoning succeeded. Okay, it said it succeeded. So I hope that means it worked? I couldn't quite tell. I don't know. Oh, Snom! Hello! Thank you so much for the sub! Oh my god, you're so close to 1 year! Hell yeah, Snom! Let's go! Alright, it at least says it's working, and I authorized on my Twitch account for the game to work, so hopefully it should be good. Hopefully it should work. If it doesn't, yeah, we'll figure it out. It's probably something on my end, not the game's. So we know me. But welcome in, Snom. Thank you so much for the 11th month, or the 11 months. That's super kind of you, and I truly, truly appreciate it so much. It's extremely kind of you. Thank you so much. Alright. I think that's all I found about a game I think you might like. Ooh, please feel free to let me know either now, or I have the Game Rex channel in the Discord, in the Prismaria Discord. You can always drop stuff there. If you're like, Aqua, I think you'd like this, I'm always happy to hear about that stuff. But alright, I think we are good on preamble. I think I rambled long enough. I think I've talked enough. We can actually start getting into the game, so let me switch on over. Unicorn Overlord? Oh, I do really want to play that! That's the Vanillaware tactical RPG, isn't it? That's one I'd definitely like to get to sometime after I finish 13 Sentinels. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I've heard it's very, very good, so I'd definitely like to check it out eventually. Alright, let me switch on over. Let me make sure game sound is on. As always, with a new game that I haven't played on stream before, it might be a little, like, trial and error to figure out the best kind of setup for the sound here. So, if the game is too loud, too quiet, feel free to let me know. And yeah, this splash screen, this is so fucking nice. Look at this art. It's really pretty. Like, this is a really nice art style. That also caught my eye. I will say, at least, like, through my headphones, the music here is a little quiet, so I think it might be meant to be a little on the quiet side. So we might wait until we actually get into the game properly and see how the sound in there is. But if it's like if you guys can't hear it at all, let me know, and we'll edit from there. But I do like this this title page a lot. This splash screen, very, very pretty art, very atmospheric. I opened this up and I was like, oh, I think we're gonna have a good time. I think we are gonna have a very good time. You also want to play Unicorn Overlord, been loving Odin Sphere? Oh yeah, if you like Vanillaware games, I'm sure you'd like Unicorn Overlord. I say despite not having played it. But alright, let's get right on into it. Romania 1931 Castle Dracula. Man, it has been a hot minute since I did like a solo VN reading on my channel. This should be fun. Oh my god, Q! What is up? The main man, Q? How you doing? That's my big brother, Q. He's been playing Tsukihime, so if you like vampire visual novels, that's another good channel for you guys to check out. What was the last solo read I did? It was, I think I did the demo for Sona Nil of the Violet Shadows. That was fun, but again, that was just like a first look, you know what I mean? So, got mad confused because thought Fate was tonight. Nah, Malty's work schedule's changed, so, you know, let's talk about it now. Let's do the shadow now. Fate Stay Night, Fate Secret Order Dungeons and Dragons is gonna be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. MST. Yes, we're keeping the time. So we will see you guys then on... Fuck, I can't do the other shout out. We'll see you then on XP Official. And I'm looking forward to it. We have our new player joining tomorrow, I believe. Yes, I believe that they can join tomorrow. So I'm really, really excited about that. It'll definitely be a session to check out. Every other week on Tuesdays, we're at least doing Tuesday this week. I'm not sure about the week after next. I think it's just a little bit up in the air with Multi's work schedule. I don't know if it's like, if Tuesdays are consistently good for him or if it's gonna have to change or not, so I don't want to make any promises. I'm sure that we'll all talk about it and I'll try and keep, like, I'll be vocal about it when it happens, because y'all know that I love Fate D&D. I am looking at the volume mixer. It does look like the game's music might be a little bit louder, or a little bit... Why did I... Louder? What the fuck was I trying to say? A little bit quieter. Did I try to say quieter and louder at the same time? Let me know if you'd like me to make it louder! Wow, this is already going to be a really good reading stream, you guys. Yeah, the Discord will definitely ping day of. Multi's really good about keeping on top of that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll get to see my most special little guy tomorrow. I'm always excited to see my most special little guy. Oh shit, let's go, Ultimate Delusion Works. Oh shit, okay, so that... Heads up that my hotkey for Ultimate Delusion Works might also be a skip button. Let me see. Okay, I think it turned it off. I think now we can no longer skip unseen text. Let's go. Thank you for my boy, though. I'm always happy to see him. Okay, scroll wheel. Scroll wheel fixes it, and it does seem low compared to you. Perfect. In that case, I am gonna turn stuff up really quick. Let's do... Oh god. I'm so sorry if I blow your guys' eardrums out. Does this help? Mana, hello! How are you doing? Yes, wolf bark, 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 Dracula. Guys, it's Scarletify! My good friend Mana and fellow visual novel girly. How are you doing, Mana? It's good to see you! You know, this might be... Okay, this looks like it might be a little better. Let me know how that is, guys, if you'd like it turned up or down or anything. Doing well, how are you? I'm doing good! You made good timing, you just made it to, like, the very start. Thank you for giving my boy. Yeah, it's the Mana. Yes, we're the visual novel girlies. It's so true. You get me, Mana. You get me. Oh, fuck. I wanted to send you a mean Mana. I forgot to. Remind me to send you that after stream. And Redwin, hello. How's it going? Good to see you. It's a very stupid meme, but it made me laugh. And I was like, I want to show Mana later. But yeah, you made it right for the start. I was just playing with sound settings, so... It does seem like this music overall is a little on the quiet side. Let's see, actually, can I... Yeah, let's turn this right up. And, yeah, I think we're good to get right into it. We're just gonna be chilling and reading and, yeah, enjoying this demo with some Twitch integration for choices, so I'm excited to see where we end up. I have no idea how much variation is in this demo. I know very little other than the premise. Alright. Oh, look at this little business guy. I know one thing that's gonna be fun is that this is gonna have a lot of male characters. And I have maybe like 3 at best guy voices. So I'm gonna do my best, you guys. I'm gonna do my very bestest. I, Roger M. Renfield, am sent by the Harker and Hawkins law firm to complete the sale of a number of English properties. To the castle's master, Prince Dracula. There's the guy. Everybody start barking. Yeah, I feel that, Mana. I know you get it. You channel your inner Q and unleash the dude bro voice. I don't think our first guy here is a dude bro. I'll do it if somebody fits the dude bro voice, but you saw this guy's glasses. That's not a dude bro. No, Dracula has been hospitable. It's a little too strong now? Fuck me. Okay. We're gonna turn back down. Okay. Hopefully this is better. There's no music right now in the game, so that's not on you guys. Though Dracula has been hospitable, his domain is less so. Ghosts haunt the halls of this oversized tomb, alongside other unnameable creatures, men made of smoke and ash. My host swears they're nothing but bad dreams. He's right. That's true. And yes, it's true, I have a history of waking nightmares. But I've lost good years in a sanitarium. But since when do nightmares leave handprints? I don't know. Always? No amount of charm and hard liquor can fully convince me the monsters aren't there. The more Dracula plies me with them, the less I trust him too. No, I think this Dracula's a trustworthy guy. I think everything's all good. Who can I rely on in this terrible place? Our nightcap knocks me out until sunset the following day. I'm a total disgrace, and I feel like shit. Someone's come through and left documents on the desk. I am absurdly late for work. Who? Don't fucking say dirt, man, I swear. Who can he rely on, Asterix? At least there'll be a distraction from everything that happened last night, my own conduct included. Alongside the documents is a breakfast tray. Scrambled eggs, bacon, grilled tomato, and hash browns. Ooh, let's fucking go. Most of it looks delicious. Can't say I want the bacon, but in these parts, best to eat it and avoid any undue attention. You suddenly forgot? Okay. Okay. I'm watching you. Beside the plate, a freshly cut rose is being used as a paperweight, keeping a delicate piece of stationery in place. I move the rose aside and look at the message. And that's romantic. Master Renfield, I apologize for the disturbances last night. Do not feel guilty for being distressed by the condition of our home. It makes terrible noises that stoke worse ideas. Super Twin, hey, how are you doing? It's good to see you. What's up with you? If you'd like a tamer evening, there'll be tea in the parlor where we ate yesterday. Just got your power back on? Let's go! Congrats on returning to technology. I've invited the brides for a proper introduction. Theodora is eager to hear about her new home. Oh shit, that's Patchwork Grimothy! What's he doing here? I guess he turned up because we're pretty nearby Haunted District now, huh? But guys, if you haven't, please check out my friend Patchwork Grim, especially if you like horror games or people with a very, very good sense of humor. Grim is your guy. You should check his channel out, please. I'm begging you. I'm asking so nicely. But how are you doing, Grim? It's good to see you. Present yourself at the parlor between 7 and 8 if you've any interest. Otherwise, best of luck with your work. Are you in my swamp? Why wouldn't I be? I'm in the water. Prince Dracula. Oh shit! Hail! Hello! Thank you for the raid! How's it going? Oh my gosh, bringing positive vibes to you and yours! What is up, Hail? How are you doing? Thank you for the resub. I hope you're doing well, and I hope Dark Souls went well. Dang, I gotta wait a little bit before giving you one of the Twitch shoutouts. But welcome in. Thank you for coming by, Hail, and for the raid. For anyone who does not know me, hello. My name is Aqua Sereni, and I'm a mermaid VTuber who traded her brain cells for legs.
Hey, hi, love.
Ray,
hey, hi, love.
Thank
hey,
you for
hi,
the resub as well.
Hey,
oh my god. Wait, Hail's on
hi,
24
Ray.
months. That's 2
Bringing
years. Thank you,
positive vibes
Hail.
to you and yours.
And
Hey,
8
hi,
months
love.
from
Hey,
Ren.
hi, love.
Thank
Hey,
you
hi,
so much. I
UW.
appreciate
Hey,
that,
hi,
you guys.
UW.
That's so kind of you. My Amelia plush kawaii, right? Listen, there's another toggle if you want to see me do a special trick. Hope you had a great stream, Hail. As I said, for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Aqua Sereni, and I'm a mermaid VTuber who traded her brain cells for legs. And tonight we're playing Drăculești. I think I fucked up the pronunciation. But we're playing a gothic romance horror visual novel about Dracula. which is, we just got started, so you had a pretty good timing. So we're having a good time. The demo you were supposed to play today broke, so you have to play it by ear, but it was good. Oh no, I'm sorry that happened to you, Hale. Oh man. Oh shit, Hale redeemed it. Okay, let's do this, you guys. Let's do this. Alright, it should come up. There we go, let's go! 2 of them. 2 of them. But if you guys aren't already following Hale, you please should be. Hale is another member of the Haunted District of my streamer group Prismaria, so very, very on brand to have Hale and Grim here tonight. And Hale plays a lot of really cool games, a lot of action games, RPGs, visual novels, great variety streamer. If you guys, honestly, I think even just from vibes alone already, if you guys like what you're seeing in Drăculești or what you like on my streams, you should definitely check Hale out because Hale and I have very similar taste. So yeah, we're having a nice little breakfast. You know, we're chilling. We're chilling. But thank you for my boy Hale. I like having 2 of them. It makes me very happy. He brings me great joy. He's everything to me. I rotate him in my brain so hard. As I eat breakfast, I consider my next move. Whatever I do now will set the tone for our relationship from here out. Should I try to patch things over, or let the wound fester? Oh man, that's probably a choice coming up. Furthermore, there's that forbidden haunted bathroom. My bathroom. Closest to the tower anyway. I just nearly made the stupidest IBS joke. Anyways, best to confront new fears as soon as possible. I can't spend this whole trip afraid of a sink. If I don't attend tea, I ought to confirm the ghost was nothing but a trick of the faulty lights, lest I develop a new phobia. Haunted bathrooms are the litter box was there and I'm haunting it. Yeah! Besides, I never did get to shave last night. I don't believe this man can grow a beard. What'll it be, Renfield? Heed your master's call? Or brave your creepy toilet? Alright, looks like this is probably going to be our first vote for choices. I know from what I read, the way that this should work is that you guys will have to do exclamation point vote in chat, kind of like I'm about to put in, but you're going to want to follow that by a number to line up with what option you want to choose. And yeah, the game should check that out and see, you know, see your guys' votes, and we'll go with what you guys want to do. So yeah, are we gonna have tea with Dracula or investigate the haunted toilet? Alright, okay, start vote. Okay. So there we go. This should vote 2, vote 1. I kind of think it's funny that Aries like, no, we're not having tea with Dracula. Are you playing hard to get, Ari? Right now I have it set to 30-second votes. But if you guys feel that's too short, let me know and I can extend it. They let you change how long it is. I just stuck with the default to see how we feel about that. Vote 2. Oh man. Oh, Spear Beaker, welcome into the stream. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Alright, the results are in. Prove the bathroom ghost doesn't exist. Alright. Let's go, gamers. Let's go check out that haunted toilet. Let's go stick our head in. Whatever it was that actually happened last night, whether or not he knows more than he lets on, I'm not comfortable with how Dracula pretended not to notice the marks on my neck. Best to keep some distance, finish the documents as quickly as possible, and leave before the situation gets worse. Staying functional means staying clean. Let's take a look at that sink. Nearly misread that as let's take a look at that stink. Military bag in hand, I return downstairs for round 2. I'll clean the mirror and there will be nothing there. Then I'll shave. It will be fine. The bathroom is identical to the night before. The steam is dispersed, but the mirror is clouded with dust. Sure enough, when I wipe the largest section clean, there's nothing but me inside. My sorry, stubbly face. Time to fix that. I refill the sink, carefully retrieve the razor from the jumble, and set about shaving. Aw, shit, my beret! What the fuck? Beret haters back in town. This guy. I'm less precise than usual. Still terrified there'll suddenly be someone behind me. Shake my head, Q. You never left. Listen, I thought you'd forgotten. I thought you weren't gonna do it. I was like sitting there being like, oh, I guess he's not gonna steal the beret this time, and then you did it! Or worse, a bodiless voice filling the room. The third stroke wobbles. The fourth stroke I slip harmlessly. The fifth stroke cuts straight into my jaw. Fuck. You fucked up! I lose hold of the razor. It clangs on the floor near my shoe. Since the room's nominally out of order, there aren't any towels, and I forgot mine. Dracula will like this. I think Dracula will be a very normal guy about this. What to do about the blood? There's a lot of it. I clamp my hand to the wound. It's shallow but prolific. It seeps between my fingers and drips on my collar. Greetra, hey, how you doing? I don't know, Q, what kind of strokes do you think they're talking about? Why don't you tell us first? Got to wash it clean. Ducking toward the sink, I scoop both hands through the water to splash it on me. Gal evening. Good to see you, Greetra. I hope you've been well. Hope you're ready for some Dracula times. When I stand up straight again, the mirror is brighter. A faint glow emanates through the room. Before I can react, there are hands on my shoulders. Do you think Dracula's giving us a hug? My, what a nasty cut. Should I do a shitty accent? I probably shouldn't. I've had auditory hallucinations and visual hallucinations, but never anything tactile. What kind of strokes am I talking about? Alexa, play Pony by Genuine. Oh my god. Yeah, huggies. Here, let me help. Releasing my right shoulder, they move their hand to my jaw. Then they lean over and, while I'm too stunned to react, press their mouth to the wound. Whoa! It's almost a kiss. Lewd. Finally, they withdraw. Their reflection clarifies in the mirror. A beautiful young man. When our eyes meet amidst the cracks, he lets himself breathe. Oh, it's not Dracula, it's the ghost. Saliva to help it heal. I breathe too. Is that true? Does saliva actually help cuts heal? I never knew if that's actually true or not. Or if people just use that as an excuse to be horny. Oh! He looks at the mirror and his face twinges. It's impossible to tell whether he's focused on my reflection or his own. Hard to know where to go next. Eventually I find some composure and say, oh shit, another vote! Let's go! Let's go! It's going! 1, 2, or 3. How are we gonna treat our new ghosty friend? I'm gonna take this chance to have a little sip of water. There we go. Alright. Getting a couple votes in for 3. Oh, another voting for 3. We'll see if anybody else gets in quick to steal. But I think it's looking like we're gonna tell this ghost to fuck off. Fair enough, we were chillin'. Alright, we didn't need her help. It's dangerous to bleed around here. Oh, you're the artist on this game, Penta? Oh my gosh, well, welcome in! Oh my gosh, your art is really gorgeous. We were talking about it earlier. The title screen looks amazing. Oh, you've been to one of my streams before, a Fata Morgana one? Well, welcome in! Thank you so much. I know Fata Morgana was a while ago, so thank you so much for remembering me from all the way back then. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun so far. We've got some, like, big Dracula fans in chat tonight, so that's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying, like, seeing Airy bark. No problem at all. Yeah, thank you so much for the invite to check out the game. I really appreciate it, and I'm already like, you know, this is gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to, you know, just seeing the full release, because I'm like, basically, the atmosphere is already really great, and I'm enjoying it even though I know we're very early in. So, thank you again. Oh, so you had to introduce yourself to a stranger lips first. You're a fan of small Dracula personally? Oh yeah, like the type you can put in your pocket. Me too, me too. I didn't have any other options. Not even a handkerchief? He's a ghost, come on. Alas, no. Ooh, whoa. Whoa, oh my god, guys, one of these choices is a little spicy. Let's go. What do you guys want to do? The vote is starting. This is fun. I love having chat integration and, like, chat votes on stuff like this, because I never know what you guys are gonna go with. Alright, I see Night Hours ready to go for it. Why am I not surprised? Of course, Erlis is too. Oh my gosh, okay, everybody wants to go for it. Not that I blame you guys, I get it. You're so right for that. It's just funny. Alright. Listen, I'm just saying, you've been around enough Night Hours. I know what you're about. You all did the code, so every time the voting works, you become a little stronger. Oh, that's really good to hear. So, no problems so far in stream. It looks like it's working totally fine. So, I'm glad to hear that. I know this stuff can be really finicky because I've played so many games where, like, it's just chat integration or Twitch integration doesn't work, so I was so relieved that this was a very easy setup, and that it seems like it's working just fine without me having to, like, fiddle with it or play with settings or Twitch or anything. Wait, is Dracula gonna? I don't know, man, he might. I don't know what ending you guys are going for. I'm leaving this up to you guys. We have options. Bear that in mind if it happens again. Ideally, you take my advice to heart, and it doesn't. I'll try my best. I try to turn and face him directly, but he catches my shoulders again and keeps me looking at the mirror. He's gonna rearrange Chat's guts? I think that's what Chat wants. And, like, valid. We're not finished, are we? I interrupted you last night and again now. If I could please have the razor. I do like how just polite he's being with this ghost overall, though. We're just having a conversation. Try mine. Before I can react, he slides his grip down my arm to take hold of my wrist and guides my hand to the mirror. Yeah, valid, it's Dracula, I understand completely. I love Night Hours being like, nah, while, like, Hale, or Ren, and, like, Q are being like, yeah. Open your fingers. Oh, shit. You're not into dudes, but that's a sexy-ass man. Listen, you know? At some points, you just gotta be like, well, you know what, he's hot. Alright, we're doing another vote. There's a lot of choices in this already. I wasn't sure how many to expect, because you never know with, like, visual novels how much they're gonna let you, like, make little choices and stuff. But it's fun to see there's, like, a lot, even if they just end up being, like, little flavor ones. Especially for stuff like this. It's, like, it's kind of fun. It's gonna make, like, replaying, even just the demo, a lot of fun, since there's probably gonna be a lot of playing around you can do. Yeah, you need the space between, the number and vote. Okay, bet. Nice. Alright, we're gonna do it. Oh, jeez, he's gonna do it. I splay them out and expose my bloody palm. He pushes me forward, so I press it to the center of the cracks. Tiny, powdery bits of grass, what am I saying? Prickle against my skin. It's uncomfortable. Slowly, a red glow spreads out from the center along each line to the ends, as if the glass is bleeding too. That's normal. Then, like a cut healing at umpteen times the speed, the cracks close. The mirror is a single perfect pane. Oh shit. We did that. He lets go of my hand and I lower it to grasp the edge of the sink. A tiny latch is now visible at the edge of the mirror. He clicks it open and swings the surface out, revealing an indented cabinet space behind. Ooh! There are 3 items on the middle shelf. A strangely curved comb, a bulky off-white hairpin, and a folding razor with an oversized grip. Whoops, I'm accidentally scrolled there, my bad. Just having a safety razor against my face can be unnerving. Is he really going to use this instead? He takes it from the shelf. Yes, he is. This is probably fine. As he unfolds it, he closes the cabinet. When we're done, don't forget to take those too. I'm not sure if I need you to. Oh. As he brings the razor close and tilts it around my peripheral vision, I notice the grip has a serrated edge. That's fine. 7 sharp points of varying size and shape. That's fine. On a grip of dull ivory. That's fine. Starting to feel violent? Don't worry about it. He touches it to my skin and I realize what it is. I say nothing. With total grace, he slides the blade over my cheek. Now I can't say anything. What would I say if I could speak? His practiced hands make short work of the task. This is a man who's done this for many hours as any barber. When he's done, he folds the blade and presses it into my bloody palm. Don't forget the other pieces. Ah, shit. Did we just get a knife? Let's go. Surely we can handle anything coming at us with this. What? Maybe next time we meet, we could play a game. Chess, or perhaps billiards. Wait! Yes, let's do billiards. I don't know how to play billiards! I whip around. He's not there. It's like he was never there. The razor's still in my hand. 7 sharp points along the razor grip. Whereas the curve of the comb, which has a similar curve, has 7 holes. Oh, let's go. Atop the bony body of the hairpin, 9 loose teeth have been strung together to look like flowers. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Split into 3 discrete pieces. Whoa! Oh, okay, that's our inventory. I was like, what the? It's funny whenever visual novels get me with stuff like that. You know, you just sit in there, and it's like the most minor little type of, like, scare, and it gets you anyways. Oh, look at this! That's lovely, you guys. That's normal. That's so normal. Let's not think about the implications of that. The lower half of someone's jaw rests in my hands. After that strange encounter, I desperately need normalcy. Well, he came to the right place if he's at my stream. Retreating to my bedroom, I slam the next section of documents on the table and bury my head in the driest details on offer. Oh shoot, can you? Let's go! Oh hey, we even got, like, a status menu? Ooh, boldness, danger, I see. A wayward liar. Ooh. Oh, lion versus a hare? Interesting, okay. So these are probably influenced by our choices, huh? Let's take a look. Yeah, he's kind of baby girl. The fountain pen, the second most important tool in a solicitor's arsenal after his mind. It's half clogged with dry ink and needs a good clean. Oh, buddy, you should take care of that. That's important for your work. Shaving razor, bone-handled, jawbone specifically. A man's face so close to my neck should be exciting, but given the circumstances, okay, I see what he's about. I think he is in the right place. I think Mr. Renfield here is about to have a great time. Good for him! I calculate the sales taxes. I cross-reference details about extension permits. I note depths of water lines. Anything to stop me thinking about the pieces of human jawbone I stuffed at the bottom of my suitcase. Yeah, live your bliss, Renfield. We support you. I absolutely will not think about it. I will think about condition reports instead. I drop my pen and open my suitcase. Digging through it, I find the pieces of jawbone. Someone has engraved the razor piece with a floral motif. The teeth have been plucked from the grip of the comb, looped into makeshift daisies to decorate the top of the hairpin. The more I look at it, the more disgusted I become. This man hates flowers, what the? It's not right. Desecrating someone's body parts like this? Oh, it could be that too. I've got to dismantle them. I feel like that's a bad idea. I feel like we should not dismantle the special gifts that a ghost gave us. That's just me. There aren't any scissors or pliers or pry tools in my bag, but I bet I can find some around the room. Alright, but desecrated in style, exactly. Someone put work into that desecration. Kind of rude to the artist. You know, like, maybe the Tumblr witch had a point. Tumblr Bone Witch, maybe she had a point. Hello, Soup and Cats! Welcome to the stream! Oh, you made it just in time for a vote. You're back after reinstalling that game demo. I hope it works this time, Hale. Alright, sorry, the vote is going. Go for it again, Night Hours. I hadn't started it yet, that's my bad. But yeah, can help decide where we're gonna vote. Or we're gonna search. I'll make sure there's not a space between the exclamation point and vote. Otherwise, I don't think it'll count yours. I think you need to do it as the command. Ooh, Q wants to check the desk. Vote soup. Yeah, I also think we should have some soup. I do think that Roger would feel a lot better if he had a nice chicken noodle soup. Or a tomato soup with some Ritz crackers. That always gets me going. Alright, we're gonna check the nightstand. Thank you, guys. You came back and heard desecration, and as a gravekeeper, this is really upsetting. JK. No, valid Hale. The dancing avatar beside yours is me. Oh, that's you? You're dancing Graha Tia? Hell yeah, let's go! You're just a little guy doing his Fortnite dance. I have so many little guys on my stream now. I've collected so many. I have to wonder what it looks like when somebody new here opens up my stream for the first time and they see, you know, a little cat boy Fortnite dancing, a little autism creature on my head, two little guys in my arms, some kitties, which are honestly very cute, and a guy with an I'm Sorry Woman hat. That should be very familiar to any visual novel fans. Thank you for the thirsty, Numenon. It adds characters. Exactly! They're my friends, they're extended cast. When is the green hair cat boy going to be dancing with Graha? When if somebody makes an animation of it. You still love the Emmy and Aqua Cats? Me too! They're in love. The nightstand is already full with all the useful items you'd expect. Matches, candles, a torch. Wait, I said thank you for the redeem and I didn't actually drink my water. 1 second. Also, that bed is so pretty. I want that bed. I've always wanted a canopy bed so badly, and I love the colors on this. I'm just sitting here like jealous. Even a set of pliers in a box with odds and ends of hardware, nails and screws and wood glue. Tucked in the rear corner is what looks like an antique spruce talking board. A worn planchette on brass casters sits upturned on top. Instead of the Latin alphabet, there are 72 unfamiliar symbols inscribed in the board. Huh, wonder what those are. Phony, crude, mass-market spiritualism, but the beliefs of others can be a threat of their own. It's a creepy discovery regardless of whether it has any power. Alright. Well, we can vote again, we can keep searching around, even on Dracula's Luigi board. Has anybody seen that friggin', I can't remember if it was a Vine or a TikTok, but it was like a Luigi plushie on top of like a pentagon, and like just it's like rising, someone's pulling it on like a wire or something, and everybody in the video is like screaming and the camera's shaking as he rises. It's one of my favorite videos of all time. I need to see if I can find that again, because that's what I think of whenever I think about Luigi boards. Alright. Hell yeah, chat wants to search around some more. I'd love to see that. Alright. Let's check this desk out. The drawers of the desk seem empty, but the compartments look shallower than the exterior. I feel around the edges of the top drawer and find an unsubtle false bottom. Oh, let's go! It's the first thing you do in every escape room. Beneath it is a selection of leather journals, along with some loose papers and a stationery set. All in Romanian. It's impossible to read anything, but the initial unsealed letters are signed with Light Yagami, yeah! Listen, I know there have been, like, Death Note, escape rooms, and I know that's one of the first places you need to check, is, like, find the false bottom in his drawer. M. M for... what? Okay, M for... maternity. Yeah, every now and then different, like, escape room places get, like, licensed escape rooms based on, like, different shows or animes and stuff. And I remember seeing stuff about a Death Note escape room that existed for a while there. I know there was also an official Zero escape room, and I'm so sad that It was not in my country, so I definitely could not have gone. I would have loved to. We see the Dracula bondage gear. We can only hope, Q. We can only hope and pray. Yeah, I say it's something to just keep an eye on with your, like, local escape rooms. See what kind of rooms they're hosting and stuff. Check the wardrobe. 1 second. I got a DM from... Okay, no, that's fine. I realized I had a DM from Malty, and I was like, does he have something important to say? But he was just reacting to some, like, unhinged shit I said. So, it's fine. Your city boring, got nothing like that there? Aw, that sucks. Well, if you ever, like, travel to a city on vacation with escape rooms, I definitely recommend checking one out if you have some friends with you. They're a lot of fun. The wardrobe is half empty. There's enough space to put my clothes, but the other half is taken up by an assortment of suits and outerwear, with shoes and a robe on the bottom. Alright, Q, let's pray that he finds it. The drawers are the same, empty on the left, wished full of undergarments on the right. Nothing is modern, but it ranges from a few decades old to several centuries. While I'm sorting through, I find something hard in the pocket of the most recent suit. Oh? It's a utility knife. Oh, let's go. Oh, shaving razor removed from inventory. I see. Okay, but the knife is not in there yet, so we'll see if it gets added. Maybe we gotta look at it a bit first. Luckily, it's just jewelry wire holding the teeth together, so it cuts easily. Whatever's securing the blade and comb to the jawbone grips has gotten brittle. Those pry apart fine. Once I've wiped the edges clean of glue residue... I'm not entirely sure. My assumption is that, like, it'll change based on how bold we are or how much danger we're in. But I assume we're not far enough in yet for it to have, like, made any significant changes. So maybe every couple choices I'll just check in and see if I can suss out what it is. You know what I mean? The loose pieces chitter across the floor in front of me, trembling autonomously over the boards. Like there's a weak magnetism between them. Teeth roll toward jaw pieces shark toward each other. The teeth rattle into their sockets. The sides twist and flip until they flank the front section. There's a hiss like a sword being quenched as they fuse back together. It's a complete lower jaw now! Oh shit, we can take a bite. I have a million questions about why there was a disembodied jaw hidden in the bathroom, and almost as many about the belongings left around the bedroom. What happened to the former occupants? I think they're fine. It all leads back to one man. My deft comment on the danger stat is you'll know when you're in danger. That makes sense. Thank you for gaming creature at night hours. 1 second, let me adjust the boy. There he is. There he is. He's ready to game. I think this is a little man who can handle Castle Dracula. I wonder if he's still in the parlor. Ooh! Oh, look at this. I can definitely see a lot of, like, the Fata Morgana influence on the backgrounds. And even in general, I kind of love this style of backgrounds for visual novels. Just because, like, it makes me think of, like, some of the old classics, like, original Higurashi and Umineko and stuff. Oh my god, is that Amiya? Is that the Amiya twins? Yeah, 2 of them. It's Malty! Oh my god, guys, it's my Dungeon Master for the Fate Secret Order campaign that I play in on stream. What's he doing here? Oh my god, it's that guy! He's dancing, look at him go! Guys, you should for real check out Malty. Actually tomorrow I'm gonna be on his channel playing, reading Tsukihime, the Tsukihime remake with him and some of our other friends. So if you guys like, vampire visual novels, you guys should also follow there. And if you like Dungeons & Dragons, you should also follow there. Were you about to call Malty Emiya? The problem was that you guys know I'm stupid, and if I'm reading something and trying to speak at the same time, I can't do both. So I was reading his message while trying to talk and read Emiya, so that came out instead. But yeah, please check out ZeroXP Official. Malty's a great guy, he's a great dungeon master, he's super funny, he's a lot of fun. I know you should be working, so if you do need to go Malty, please feel free to, you know, hop away, but it's good to see you. I always enjoy a chance to, you know, to just chill for Malty. Yeah, the ADHD reading problem, it's true. Oh, hell yeah, Erlis gave me back my beret. We're winning. We are winning. It's good to see you, Malty. I hope you're doing well. Wait, did I say that Tsukihime is tomorrow? It is not. Dungeons & Dragons is tomorrow. Tsukihime is on Wednesday. But still also on 0xp official. So, you know, definitely check me out there. Alright, bye, Malty. Good luck with your work. I hope it goes well. What a guy. Who was that? Anyways. Alright, I see we're having a beret war in chat. Alright. Ah, Master Renfield. I was just about to turn in for the night. Did you receive my note? Yeah, I ignored it. I'm here to work, so I chose to work. But you made it in the end. Wonderful. Is that the thing y'all were reading when y'all lost it about the dude whipping out his phone? Yeah, I'm a little stupid, you guys. That was Tsukihime. You're out of points so you can't pull it again? Oh, the beret stays. Let's go. Yeah, Hale is squaring up with Q. You better watch out. Oh shit, Ren's joined the ring. That's crazy. Obviously, we're well past tea time, but perhaps some brandy. Or a cigar. I think this is not Dracula's accent. I'm really bad at accents, you guys. I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea. I'm not a smoker, and a drink would help a lot, but the billiard table has caught my eye. The man in the bathroom mentioned liking billiards. I've never played. This could be an opportunity to learn. How about... There's a noise at the door. Oh my gosh, she's hot. I like her already. She looks like a bitch, and I love her for that. God, the smokes. Oh. Personally, I'm keen for a cigar. Come in. The stylish woman from last night enters. Right, listen, I just love a hot, mean lady. You know what I mean? Well-heeled and well-dressed as any shopper I'd see along Kudam, and all dolled up homely, she has nowhere to go. A woman with eye bags? Right! Let's go! When she scowls at me, I feel like I'm back in secondary school. She presses a cigar box into Dracula's hands, but before she separates from him, she takes one out and lights it for herself. Oh my gosh, she's so cool. She blows the smoke in my face. Oh my gosh, she's so cool! We never got a proper introduction. You like a hot, mean lady too, it's why you let Castor in secret order? Good taste, Q. Good taste. That's your own fault. One of the allies, I'm just saying... I think she's neat. I already think she's very neat. I feel like it doesn't happen enough that I get to simp for a female character on stream, because I have a very specific type, but she is tapping right into it already. Master Renfield. Oh my gosh. I should know how to say this out loud, but I don't, so feel free to correct me if I say her name wrong. Is it Cesara? One of my brides. Thank you for the thirsty redeem, Ren. I appreciate it. Cesara. Cez is fine. Chez like cheese. Ah, okay, Cesara. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. As a lady of the house, you're owed a certain amount of respect from the help. Am I now? Oh yeah, a pronunciation guide would be good, because I know, like, it's just always helpful, and I never want to be one of those streamers who's like, I kind of get annoyed when people are like, oh, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I don't care. It's just like, no, try and learn how to pronounce it. Somebody in your chat probably knows. So a pronunciation guide would be nice. I would definitely read that over. You're my bride. Yeah, your middle bride. If you're not going to be polite, go somewhere else. No, let her stay. Let her speak. Okay. No! Oh, bye, Q. Have a good night. Thank you for coming to hang out. She pushes past toward the door, trailing smoke. As she reaches the frame, she leans an arm on it and turns back to look at me. Hope last night didn't scare you too much. Right, come back! You were so hot! With a toss of her hair and a flick of ash, she leaves the room. Her attitude is an acquired taste. I've already acquired it, buddy. If he says so. A cigar, Master Renfield. No, thank you. What can I offer, then? Ooh, what do we want? Do we want to drink or play some games? Right, Hale? Hale gets it. Yeah, Dracula's brides are a lot of fun. I was excited when I saw her in this game. Ooh. But man, she was cool. I already like her a lot. Definitely excited to meet everyone. This is already a lot of fun. Alright, let's see here. Oh, let's play some billiards! Let's go! Excellent idea. What rules? I haven't played enough to know the difference. We'll play 8-ball then. He sets the table. We do our shots to find out who's playing first. Unsurprisingly, he gets it. Why come down after avoiding me all night? I wasn't avoiding you. Like I said, I was working. Very believable. Work is an excellent way to avoid someone. Technically, you're still having a shot with Dracula in this choice. True! I believe he has 3, if I'm remembering right. Like I said, though, my knowledge of Dracula is a little bit, like, sparse. Have not read it properly in a very long time. I hope you had fun working. He breaks. It's a good shot. How's it going then? On track? Got everything you need? Oh yes, plenty. I take some shots. Yeah, part of kind of the point of Dracula is that, like, at least initially, he seems like a pretty chill dude, at least to the point of view character. At least to, our little guy here for a nice business trip, he's just like, this is chill, this is great. This guy's a nice dude, and then kind of slowly he's like, wait a second. Wait just a second. I take some shots, he takes some shots. He's better than me. I appreciate the refresher on the rules, though. About my room. What about it? Is that your stuff in the drawers? It's our lost and found. Past visitors. I was going to compliment you on the jackets. Oh well. Not half bad, but not my size. Were they all left by the same guest? He glares as he pockets another ball. I smile blithely and manage to pocket 2. Oh, let's go. Turning it around. Be careful around the castle. I'm always careful. Are you now? Pocketing his last ball, he wins the game. Damn it. Aw, man. That sucks. Thank you for the entertainment. And thank you for the advice. Good night, Prince Dracula. Good night, Master Renfield. I take the cue from him and stand with it for a moment, sizing him up. Then I put both of them in the rack and exit. Wow, what a chill, nice night. No threatening vibes there hidden at all. It was good to get some practice, and a better sense of the situation. Why doesn't he want to talk about the past guests in the tower? What happened to them? To him? I'm sure it's fine. I don't doubt for a second Dracula's warning is genuine. I have to be careful if I don't want to be disassembled and used for parts myself. No, he wouldn't do that. He's a nice guy. Settling under the blankets, I stare up at the canopy. There's a constant draft in the tower. The chiffon curtains drift in and out from the bed, breathe with the air currents, weak and unceasing motion. Like pale sheets of... Ooh! Look at that! Snow! That's a nice effect. Whoa! Oh, I should have let it play out. I think that was a nice transition there. Can I, like... Okay, I see. I wasn't sure if I'd accidentally skipped it. There are no curtains in the bathroom. For anyone to see anything, both parties would have to stand in precise locations. One on the neighboring rooftop, one against the window, which meant the landlord never saw the need to add any. Nevertheless, it's discomforting to look out and know the world can look in. Snow falls over Berlin. Typical February weather. But it's light, and the radio babbles from the hall as I lie in my bath, the signal steady, for the moment. From where I'm lying, I can see the hazy mid-skyline. Snow comes down, boilers vent up, everyone struggles to stay warm. Surrounded by hot water and bubbles, I breathe slowly and appreciate being home. Tomorrow I'll be in Romania. Berlin hasn't been totally hospitable to me. Last year's election, any sensible person would be terrified of. Oh, geez, yeah, the time period on this. Oh, yeah. But there's not a nation in Europe that'd treat me in all facets as I wish to be treated. Yeah, 1931 moment. I had a second where I was like, wait a second. What year did it say? Oh, sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, 2024 moment also. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm not American, but good luck to you guys. I hope things turn out not as bad as they could be. Oh, boy. Pizza plus Aqua and Dracula, best night ever. Heck yeah, night hours. Nowhere is good, just better or worse. Which will Romania be? I sweep the water over my chest, tracing half-healed scars, and try to forget the world outside. Home is these walls. I love the oil painting. That's pretty. I like that stylization. That's fun to, like, show kind of the I like the idea of, like, the different locations and, like, different countries maybe being stylized differently. I don't know if that's gonna be consistent, but I kinda like that. Central steam heating, green glass ceramic tiles, a porcelain sink, fogged windows, long narrow corridors, tight rooms with parquet floors, electric lamps, and a fridge and a stove. The safe haven of a made man. I am a made man in his male living space. Honestly, no, this isn't a male living space. He's got shit here. Looks like he's furnished it. I have made it to safety. Tomorrow I'll leave my building, survive another week, and make it home by the end. Now the view is almost all white. This must be record snowfall. Unsurprisingly, the signal fades to gentle static and the radio broadcast stops. I don't like the ambience. The water's cooling. Between the drifts, there's a burst of blue light. A meteor shower? I wish it were a clear night. I would have liked to see. Is it visible from outside? Apologies for the interruption. We'll now be resuming our regular broadcast. Stay right where you are and settle in for a classic. Let's Mephisto polka. Outside is a perfect pale void. The radio returns. A piano piece that buzzes along at an annoying frequency. It's meant to be jazz hour, come on. How did we connect? Suspicious. The bath has gone cold. If I get out, I can turn the radio off and take a look at the lights from my balcony. When I try to stand, my legs won't move. The water clings like glue. Despite how long I've been in the tub, the bubbles haven't popped. In fact, weren't they waist-high before? I bet they reached chest height. I can't lift my arms either. I lie limp into the too heavy water, unable to move as the bubbles rise. Oh, this is stressful. But I'm a mermaid, so it wouldn't bother me. I'm not drowning here. They can't find me like this. Imagine the headlines. I don't want to imagine the headlines. Tensing every molecule of myself, I explode upward. Lurch onto the tiles, gasp for air, catch at the sink for balance. There's no splash, no wet handprint on the porcelain, no damp sole on the bath mat. And a red shape lies amidst the bubbles in the water. Yeah, he's Romanian. Romanian, why did I say it like that? Anyways, this isn't concerning. If I keep telling myself that, it won't be concerning. Thought he was British? Nah. I believe there are some British characters in the book, but he himself is not British. Its lower jaw has been torn off and its eyes are gone. Below the waterline I catch glimpses of an empty chest and incomplete arms. Ew! With its short black hair and narrow waist. That's me, isn't it? And I'm... The radio plays static. I step through to the hall to silence it. Too tall, too dry, too dignified. Ooh. That's good imagery, but very unsettling, which I know is the point. So good job. I am a pearl, and the world is my oyster. There's no hallway. No radio. White noise and darkness. A breeze comes through. The darkness broadens. As my broad eyes adjust, the shades separate until I can see the night above and a forest all around. Great wind beats pound through the air overhead. As they pass by, they rain soot and ash. Larger objects fall in its wake. Antique pages with torn edges. I catch one as it slips by my face. A woodcut illustration of someone in silhouette, surrounded by people bent in supplication. Beneath the illustration is a title. Contamir. When I lower the page, the scene has changed. A throne room, Eastern style with an upholstered couch. Oh, comfy. Sat there on the throne is a translucent figure who leans forward for a closer look at me. We regard each other. Slowly, the figure extends an arm. They roll their wrist and gesture for me to exit. I shy towards the door. If the Sultan wills it, so it shall be. Ugh, that's creepy. On the other side is a plain stone chamber from an entirely different country, era, reign. Opposite the throne room is a heavy metal door secured with bars, deadbolts, and massive locks. Through a narrow slit in the door, I see sunlight. Something shifts into place behind the slit. One by one, a series of charred fingers stick through. Leave. Now. The occupant drags their face to the bars. Why is he being a detective? I'm scared. You know, that's just what little guys do in games like this. No sense of self-preservation. Amidst the melted flesh is a pair of sharp green eyes. Nobody wants me here. How do I escape? Where's home? Fleeing along the stone corridor, I make it back outside into a courtyard. It's snowing. Meteoric lights flash in the sky, thrown in from the atmosphere, to land in the mountains beyond. The gates are open. I run for the hills. Okay. Run, white boy, run. Amidst the peaks is a perfect pale void. Stumbling through the banks and drifts, I keep focused on the dim aura ahead. That blue glow behind the white. The snow deepens. Knees, hips, waist, chest. I am consumed by the cold. A hand reaches for mine. It pulls me from the snow. I'm carried, half-conscious, to the edge of a large box. My assumption is this is a dream, but, you know, maybe there's a twist. Could be twisty. Dropped unceremoniously into a frigid concrete bath. Oh, great. While I sputter and shiver and shake, a grate slides across the top, trapping me inside. Oh, this is great, cool. Cool, great, great. Love to see it. Cool, great, 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 great. My rescuer straddles the box and peers through the grate. Leaving so soon. Dracula straddles the box. Made my boyfriend feel No. Good abandonment is the cruelest kind of treachery. Reaching out of sight, he takes hold of something. Why not stay forever? A bright silver knife. We have forever, don't we? The smile he wears doesn't reach his eyes. The knife lingers in the space between us. When we move... Get out! The world ends. In the morning, the relative morning, the wrong 6 o'clock, I'm awoken by the sound of traffic. Right? I'm like, that was some really good atmosphere. I know one thing I was curious about when I was told that this was like, the devs are big like Umineko and Fata Morgana fans. I was like, ooh, how how creepy are they gonna go with it, you know? That's was something I was wanting to know, because the atmospheres and some of the horror sequences in both of those visual novels, so good. So, love to see, you know, it not being willing, or not being afraid to tap into that. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, give me something very unsettling. I like being a little nervous, even though I'm just reading text, you know? It's always a sign of good writing. Don't want to derail too much, but OMG, I can't wait to read them. Oh, hell yes, I think you'll like them a lot. They're so good. They are my favorites for a good reason. For anyone listening who does not know a ton about Umineko and Fata Morgana, I will quickly just be like, hey, they are my favorites, but I'm gonna warn they have literally every trigger ever. So, like, read them with care if you're sensitive to certain material, but they are fucking incredible visual novels, and I love them so much. Staring to the window, I see a convoy of horses, riders, carts, and carriages clatter into the courtyard at the front of the castle. Yeah, they do, and it's like, it's impossible to list them all because there's so many, and half of them are spoilers, and even though I'm like, hey, it handles the triggering material really well, and there's a point to it, I still feel like I need to warn people before I just say, like, oh, this is so good, go read it. It's like, you're gonna read some pretty horrible stuff. Both in terms of just, like, horror and, like, you know, just horrible things that actually happen to people in real life. So, you know, go into that aware. This tower is angled over a ravine, but peering to the side, some of the pass is visible. There's a smell to investigate, too. Another delicious breakfast. Today it's a kind of frittata with tomato relish. Ooh, that sounds so yummy. Lots of tomato in these breakfasts. Whatever happens on this trip, at least I'll have a good final meal. Yeah, this is totally the end, dude. You're fine. I sit down to eat and resolve to visit the courtyard after. Several dozen people are here. At the edge of the courtyard, I see some of them opening stable doors and feeding their horses. People are muttering, gossiping, conspiring all around, in all sorts of languages. Hungarian, Russian, Greek, Turkish, German. The short bride, Theodora, verses with a woman in Romanian. High above on the battlements is the ragged bride, Eliana, watches like a gargoyle. Oh, I love that description for her. That's great. There's no sign of Dracula or Ches. Is it Ches or Cheese? She's excited to meet new, less hostile people. I cross the courtyard to join Theodora's conversation. Ches, thank you. I do like how, like, you know, when we switch to character interaction, I like the border, like, expanding to kind of put us in the scene and remove us from, like, the distance that the narration puts us in. It's a very, very nice touch to kind of blend the UI and, like, the narrative and the writing together. I like that. Good evening. They both fall silent as they turn to face me. Oh my god. I love both these designs. She is so cute. Theodora considers her words carefully. Good evening, Master Renfield. Oh, I like that if you pay attention, you can just notice her pointed ears. I like that they're still clearly there, but the veil helps distract you from it a little bit. That's a good touch. Buna, the Englishman. The Englishman. My reputation precedes me. What brings you and yours to the castle? Oh man. Alright, I don't speak this language, so I'm gonna do my best. Stiel? Nimik. We trade. Many like to trade with the prince, or his princesses. She flashes a nodding look at Theodora. She anxiously tries to ignore her. Oh boy, there's something going on here. You have some countrymen here. Why not talk to them? From England. Paying closer attention to the medley of languages. Yeah, Butch, let's go! I hear a Cornish accent near the flashiest car. Shh, sis, it's okay. I'll be here to help soon. A man comforting someone hidden in the back seat. Oh, are we gonna get to see? As I approach, he rapidly evaluates my clothes. See, the Lord sent a concierge. Oh. Okay, we've been mistaken for that. Sorry. just a lawyer. A lawyer? Selling Dracula property. It hurt. Shh. A girl in her late teens jolts straight in the seat. It hurts! She's emaciated and covered in sweat, hair a mess over her face. Not Lon. A trio of nearby visitors shuffle uncomfortably at the girl's crying. Ugh, I'm uncomfortable too. Don't want to ask anything inane like, is she okay? Obviously not, but I don't know how to help either. Not acknowledging her seems worst of all. You're here to visit Prince Dracula, miss? She whines, neither affirmative nor negative. Yeah, we're a lawyer. Can't escape Ace Attorney. Except this time we're a property lawyer. You think you can save her? Is that his gift then? Faith healing? The Rasputin routine? It's all a ripoff as far as I'm concerned, but if they're this desperate, it seems cruel to say no. Oh man. Oh boy, this is an interesting one to vote on. I'm curious what you guys are gonna pick. What are we gonna tell them? Oh my god, it's Captain Freestar Tisha, my beloved! How are you? Guys, it's my friend Tisha. She's an awesome artist. She plays Dungeons and Dragons with me. She's so cool. She's so fun. You guys should definitely check out Tisha if you haven't already. How are you doing tonight, Tisha? How's your night going? I hope you have been well. It's nice to see you. Can you vote option 4? You can try, dude. Like, I'm not gonna... How am I gonna stop you? Good, EP, you napped? Oh, I hope you had a good nap. I hope you rested well. You worked so hard, you deserve it. Is the option corn? Oh my god. Oh my god, we're gonna tell this guy that he's been given the runaround? Oh, this is what happens when you leave Chad in charge. Alright. Like, you have a point, but I'm like, oh man, the guts to say this straight up. Nobody should have their hope exploited like this. Vultures, positioning someone so they'll die where they can be fed on. Profiting from an inevitable death. It's cruel to him and it's cruel to his sister. Both of them deserve the truth and a peaceful end. Not this desecration. I'm just like, like he's right, it just takes guts to say this in the middle of Dracula's property, you know? How could you... His voice catches in his throat. The worst part is that he doesn't want to hear it. This is between us and the prince anyway, and miracles are for believers. Yeah, he's right, but I'm like, you could say it a little bit more carefully. That's crazy. And no, vampires are not a normal thing in this world. It hurts! I just feel bad for this girl. Before her screaming can scare everyone from the courtyard, a new figure arrives. Ches steps from the castle, on my wife. The crowd falls silent around her as she crosses to the car. She draws a small, clear bottle from the pocket of her coat and presses it into the Englishman's hand. For her pain. The Englishman accepts wordlessly. Please! He turns to his sister, uncorks the bottle, and tips the contents into her mouth. Why, be careful, I don't fear Dracula. I know who you fear, okay? We know Asterix. Everyone knows. Like a child, she panics, almost spits it out, swallows with a sour expression. But if I turn Shiz again, all's one, no! I cry! You fear the dirt, man. Asterix. Within moments, she relaxes. Her eyes flutter closed. She lies across the back seat of the car, breathing slowly. Ches relaxes too. You're here to meet the prince? Yes, are you, Come inside, we'll find somewhere for her to rest, and you can have a meal. Well, yeah, enjoy your celebration, Asterix. Too kind, too kind! It would be cruel not to offer. I love her. She's everything to me. I'm obsessed. The Englishman takes his sister from the car and proceeds inside. Ches doesn't move. She regards Theodora coldly. Oh yes, let's go. Drama. Theodora is unflinching, though the supplier she's talking to becomes anxious. Then Ches shoots a look at me. At last she leaves. No! The courtyard remains quiet. Oh my god, Asterix! Thank you so much for the gift sub. Oh my god, I can't believe that ended up going to I made this account to meme Komaida. Of all the random accounts for it to go through to. Hello? I vaguely remember this person coming in once. Oh my god, what a name. But thank you, Asterix, that's very nice of you. Well, I hope I made this account to meme Komaida enjoys their emotes. I'm sorry, that just got me. You just know, yeah, Keisha, I have two little guys. They're two little guys, and they're perfect and handsome, and they're perfect. And they're important. Oh my god, Spaghetti Boy's here too, let's go, okay, we need to fit all of these guys. We need all of them to fit. Okay, he can go on the shoulder. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Okay. Let's go! Oh my god, there's so many Emmys on screen now. Oh my gosh, my glasses! Hey Riker, how's it going? Good to see you! And hopefully sometime night hours. I know it sucks when you run out of sub and can't afford it. Conan stream win? Never. Never. I'm still fighting my demons. Not for long. Theodora and her supplier move alongside me. Oh, thank you for the head pet, Asterix. Thank you for petting my gaming creature. I feel like someone asked earlier what his favorite game was and I just forgot to answer. He loves Fortnite. Oh my god, Hale! That's so kind of you! Thank you! Aw. Well, I hope you enjoy your emotes night hours. That was super kind of you, Hale. I appreciate it. Very, very nice of you. Yo, what's up, Aqua Lantern No Sea Chief? How you been? I'm playing a new game. What are you enjoying this far? Hope the summer heat isn't getting to you too bad. Oh, I'm doing well! Yes, I took a little time off because of Dawn Trail coming out, but I'm back with a new visual novel demo, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm really, really liking this so far. It's like winning me over. I think I'm definitely gonna buy the full game. And yep, there is a heat wave here, but I'm doing my best. It's trying to stay nice and cool. Yeah, there you go, night hours. Enjoy your emotes. You feel like he'd be a Roblox kid too? Yeah, oh my god, Graha Tia would, or like, La Creatura would fucking love Roblox. He'd be so good at Roblox. I believe it. And yeah, I love her design. Like, obviously I am just like a sucker for anything lacy and frilly and elaborate and with ribbons, so of course she's appealing to me a lot. COD, oh my gosh. He's like the toxic 12-year-olds that you hear in the COD lobby. Stay hydrated, Chief. Can't have a fish cookout just yet. Yeah, it's not time. The time ain't right. Gotta cook me out at the end of the summer. Thank you for the posture check and the thirsty asterisk. I'll have a little sip of water. Alrighty. Theodora and her supplier move alongside me. Have you seen her smile? No? Should I have? Just had to step out. What did I miss? Weren't we on a train? Oh, we had a nightmare. It was very scary. But now we're just hanging out in Dracula's courtyard, and we're like, hey, it's definitely our last day of this trip. And we're just chilling. And, you know, there was an Englishman here who brought his dying sick sister to try and get healed by Dracula's miracles, which sounds really legit. 20 years, not a smile. Everyone's afraid of her. No, Nico, she's just troubled. Trouble? Yes, she is trouble. She troubled you yet, Englishman? I draw a sharp breath. Oh man. If you guys ruined this for me. You have that power, but I'll still be like, oh my god. What do we think of Ches? Oh my god, Night Hours. Looking for a fight. Night Hours is looking for a fight by the bike racks after school. I see how it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Night Hours let the evil thoughts get to them, I guess. It happens to the best of us. But what Night Hours didn't remember is that chat also loves a hot, evil lady. A hot, mean lady is just perfect. You guys have taste. Let's go. I don't have any complaints. She seems perfectly pleasant. Oh, the tattoo got him. What? Nico! Yes, that's what he likes. I don't have to know what tate are to figure out her meaning. I've never had the slightest bit of interest in... She doesn't need to know that. Show some respect. Respect, psh, appreciation is what a lady needs. Dracula doesn't appreciate them. Oh shit, let's go. I want Nico to throw down with Dracula. He's a good husband. Newest. Theodora. Theodora avoids her searching gaze. Master Renfield, you have work to do. Go and do your work. Excuse me? Right? Come on, Dracula, you gotta appreciate him. Proceed inside, return to your tower, ignore these vagrants, and, for your own sake, ignore your curiosity tonight, too. Her iron will bends for a moment. There's a glimpse of concern behind it. Very well. Godspeed. Keep your head, Englishman. Right, Dracula gotta learn some woman respecting, and Nico is gonna teach him. I believe in her. She's gonna do it. Like Theodore suggested, I go inside. Ooh, I like this background. Before I can make it any further into the castle, I'm intercepted by the man himself. Whoops! Hey, what's up? Quite a crowd today. Not going to greet them yourself? The brides take care of it. They certainly do. Back to work? Yes, nice to see visitors, but they've got their jobs and I've got mine. Later tonight. We entertain some of the guests in the Great Hall, and they can get rowdy. The tower should be far enough away that it doesn't bother you, but... Ignore the commotion? Of course. You'll be brought your dinner like usual. Have a pleasant evening, Master Renfield. And yourself, Prince Dracula. He sweeps off along one of the many unmapped corridors. What a guy. Despite what I told him, I'd like to take a look around the house before I return upstairs. Ooh! I got a lot done yesterday avoiding the family, so there's not much time pressure, and... Avoiding the family meant I saw barely any of the house. There's time for a couple of tasks. Now where to start? Ooh! Could brush up on billiards, go outdoors, look around the ground floor, look for where they took the Englishman. All of these could be interesting. What are you guys feeling like doing? All of these seem like they could definitely be fun. Yeah, the Dracula design is really good. I really love the striking, like, the use of color on his design is very, very good. It really makes all the reds pop. It's very, very nice to look at. Ooh, yeah, I'm interested in all of these. These could all be very, very interesting. Man, we might have a tie. If we do, maybe I'll pick what I'm interested in first. Oh, okay. Look for other outdoor areas. All right, let's do it. I wander around the lower floors for a while. It turns out even the ground of the castle is uncertain. Each floor has steps and sublevels and gradations that make it hard to tell where they begin and end. There are little cliffside overlooks, tiny interior courtyards big enough for a single shrub. That's such a just strange use of space. I love the, like, mental image of that. Balconies leading onto rooftops. Seemingly no other real outdoor spaces. Then I spot it through a colonnade. Yeah, luxury shrubs. When you're just that rich, I guess. A beautiful garden full of shrubs and flower beds. Oh, I like how this is stylized like a tapestry. That's very fun. It seems much too large for where it's placed relative to the rest of the house. In the time I've been wandering, Theodora has left the caravan and come inside. For a given value of inside, she's poised over the flowers with, let's see, secateurs? Secateurs? I have not seen that word before in hand. Princess Theodora. With a loud tsk, she clamps the secateurs shut. She turns to me, her skirts sweeping the flowers aside. Master Renfield. This is lovely. It must have taken a lot of work to shape those hedges. I didn't shape them. I just maintained them. A lot of maintenance, then. Do you enjoy gardening? Keeping the grounds is an important job for the lady of the house. I enjoy making Vlad happy. She's the first person I've heard call him Vlad. You're very devoted. Yes. The secateurs sink again. Failing in your household duties is a tiny form of betrayal, but it's easy to do. Many do it every day. Vlad is surrounded by traitors. It drives him to despair, but not I. These tiny forms of constance keep what they can alive in spite of this wicked world. I see. Don't you have your own job to do? It's almost like she just told us a bit ago. I suppose I do. Yeah, that was a little bit threatening, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure that's totally fine. Without a formal goodbye, she crouches by the bush she's been working at, signaling me away. Sure, okay. I'll leave her to it. Much as I'd love to stay and enjoy the garden. Okay, nice. I love it when we can choose to go multiple places. Let's run another vote and see where we end up next. It is in your guys' hands. Always fun to try and see. I'm like, ooh. All of these are definitely very interesting. Okay, so we've got some billiards. That could definitely be fun. Maybe we'll run into the ghost again. That could be neat. That could be a neat time. Alright, almost there. And there we go. We'll brush up on some of our billiards. Let's go. I wander around a bit and find all sorts of places. Guest rooms, a drawing room, a dance hall. Then I hit the jackpot. A library. Spread over multiple rooms and levels with thousands, tens of thousands of books inside. This is incredible. Naturally, I gravitate toward the law section, which is jammed between spirituality and healthcare. Everything is properly cataloged like a real library. Exciting! Let's go. Pulling out a book on Romanian common law, I stopped to read it. Interesting. I'd never considered that. Oh, what a good idea. Yes. He loves law. Do you think Dracula uses the Dewey Decimal System? Oh, I'm sure he does. You know, he's maintaining a proper library here. Hey. Oh shit, let's go! I slammed the book shut. Jumpy. I thought I was alone. The Dewey Decimal System, it's a way of organizing books in libraries. Basically, if you've ever been to a library and you notice those little numbers that they have on the spines of the books, that's kind of like what their number is in the Dewey Decimal System, and you arrange the books according to those numbers. I thought, oh, you're done with that man and his sister? Have they calmed down? They're resting. Looks as though she could use a rest herself. There's no shine in her eyes, just flat, matte exhaustion. I probably shouldn't ask. She's probably the only one who will answer truthfully. Does Dracula really heal people? She flinches. Not really. Just a good job faking it. If it's fakery, why doesn't he have the caravan come back? There's other deals he can do. They ask us for favors, he fulfills them. How feudal. Yeah, a feudal lord in the wrong century. Almost like he's a vampire or something. Settling into the conversation, she slouches back against the shelves. How he and Theodora like it. What were you gossiping about with her and her stupid girlfriend? Ches has been honest with me. Best return the courtesy. You, of course. Of course. She folds her arms over her chest. Someone's gotta run people away before they get eaten. But those two think it's fine to be a predatory business as long as it's a family business. I'm getting closer to the truth of this place. Better press the advantage. Predatory how? This castle tears people apart. It's still just a job to you. You think you'll go home in a few days, same as any other assignment, same as ever. Admittedly, it is a creepier assignment than— oh, the sim. Admittedly, it is a creepier assignment than usual. Once he's got you in his castle, though, you're like a fly in a web. And he's the spider. And above him are the birds and the cats and a million higher orders of animal. That's feudalism for you. I try to get people out of the web. When I can't, I try to make being stuck in it painless. Am I in the web? She won't answer. That'll be a yes. How can I possibly follow on from that? I walk back to the legal section and look for the shelf to return my book to. Wait. There are other law books, if you're ever interested. She leads me to the opposite corner, a bookcase with a lockable glass front. Ooh! Everything inside looks unfathomably old and expensive. Some of them are even bound in unrecognizable materials. Strange leathers and chittins. Chittins, maybe? What is this? An occult section? Surprised. Oh. Occultic law books. Would you be interested? If I get bored, sure. Might be a bit of fun. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of neat, just to see what's in them. May I have a key? It's not locked. The door is there to keep the dust out. I reach for the handle. Then think better of it. Thank you for showing me. She folds her arms and looks away. Not borrowing any? The work upstairs is urgent. For now, maybe. You think that'll change? If we're unlucky. And I don't know about you, but I'm always unlucky. Unsure how to respond, I give her a little wave. What an awkward little move, my guy. What are you doing, Renfield? Good evening, Ches. Pass her the book. And step from the room. Come on, dude, she was being so cool. Come on! You don't get it. Wandering the halls in the vague direction of the tower. A breeze licks the lights through their bulbs. Ugh. One by one, some phantom's fingertips pinch them out. Until the last remaining source of light is a pale emanation through the nearest doorway. A familiar doorway. I know who's on the other side. Aw, thank you for the head pat, Erlis. I appreciate it. Oh, shit. Yo, Ghost's kind of being sultry. Oh my god. Sure enough, when I peer through, I see him. What's he posing like that for? A long-limbed man lounging on the pool table, lips pursed in an impatient smile. The bathroom ghost. Man, for a ghost from the bathroom, he should not be, like, posing like this. You would not think the bathroom ghost is a sexy guy. Hi! Welcome back, Erlis. Sorry about your lost connection. There he is. The bathroom ghost. He swings his legs off of the edge as he returns to face me. Evening. You weren't kidding about billiards. Hot ghost alert. Chat is down horrendous. I see. Gesturing at the cues, his smile takes on some warmth. Ready to play? He's the only thing on the felt. Where are the billiards? If I kept you waiting, you could have set the table. I barely know how to do it. Alas, I'm stricken with tragic touch impairment. Didn't seem like a problem last night. There are brains and nerves inside you for me to stimulate. Whoa! The table has none of that. However I pose upon it, it will never pay me any mind. To stress the point, he stretches himself out, drawing his trousers tight. Oh my god. I clear my throat and focus on the cues. Yes, thank you for the reminder. You're a hallucination. I'm losing it from stress and thirst. Poor drifter lost in the desert, wondering if the oasis is nothing but a mirage. Don't look at him. In the tower, I must realize someone used to live there and started to imagine who he was, where he went. Now I'm having a conversation with myself to decide how worried I should be that I'll meet a similar fate. Dismembered and stashed in a series of undignified hidey holes. Speaking of which, how did you think to check the mirror if it was not your own? If it was your own idea? The cracks got my attention. Why billiards now? I glanced at him by accident. It's a real. He winks at me. Whoa! Man's game. I avert my eyes. One last question. Am I who you'd dream of, if you could dream of anyone? Whoa! Forward. Not if he keeps heckling me like this. Renfield's not having any of this. Let's just play. A question he couldn't answer. At last, he hops from the table, full of fresh energy. Alright, preparing the game. Think hard. What do we need? I fetch the rack from the wall to start with. Setting it on the mark, I scoop the balls from the pockets and add them to the triangle in a random order. Oh man, he's messing it up! He's fumbling! The ghost laughs, hiding his mouth behind his hand for discretion even though he's too loud to ignore. What? That's not how it goes. Oh. Put a stripe in one lower corner, a solid in the other, and then the 8-ball in the middle. I follow his directions. Now I'm paying attention, checking the numbers and designs, and I can't help but notice. The 8-ball and the cue ball are lighter than the rest. Not quite hollow, but definitely not solid. Full of something lower density than their resin exterior. Curious. Since you've set the table, I'll have the first turn. Isn't that convenient for him? I remove the rack and set it back on the wall. Everything is ready, except the second player. I thumb at the cue holder. Can he use the billiards cue? Don't you need something? But you're right there. Be a sport and... If you're a ghost and not a hallucination, you can get your own cue. Levitate it or something. This is his house. I'm just living in it. Living? Poor choice of words. The point remains, everything here is Dracula's. Without his permission or an offer from his representative, I can't touch any of it. Convenient. No, inconvenient, beyond your wildest imagination. I do like how these two play off each other. Oh man, what are we gonna do, you guys? We're gonna offer this sexy ghost a cue? Or are we gonna be like, nah, dog? Feeling evil. I am just kind of curious what happens if you don't. It's a tempting one just for that, because I'm like, you know, obviously if you offer him a cue, you kind of know where this is going, but I don't know where it is if you don't. So that makes it kind of fun. Night hours, no, you're corrupting Penta. How could you do this? I can't believe my chat is evil. Actually, I can believe that. Alright, we'll refuse. Only Erlis wants to be a good person. I lift a cue from the holder and jab it into the carpet, slouching my weight on it. He glowers at me. Pity I'm too unstable to pass this over. Come on. Silly little Murray, an English rose who bloomed the wrong colors, incurable. Can't recognize reality for what it is. Renfield. Swinging it sideways, I hold it out between my hands. Here's your cue, Spectre. I raise my knee in front of me. Now or never. lift the cue overhead and prepare to snap it over my leg. Oh my god, Dracula's gonna be pissed, my dude. Roger, don't! His voice suddenly booms with percussive depth. I went too high pitch for that, but it's fine. I am begging you. Hand it over. Be cooperative. And the depth is gone, and back to its usual lyrical range, though it trembles. His eyes tremble, coated in a teary glaze of glittering lights. If he's real, this is real desperation. Oh man, we got another chance. We've got another chance. He really does not want us to, break this cue, but we could still go for it if we wanted to. That's always kind of fun when a visual novel tries to stop you from doing something and tries to tell you it's a real bad idea. And then it says, but you could still do it if you want. That's always nuts. You just like to bully him, that's valid. He seems like the kind of guy who needs a little bullying, you know what I mean? Seems like it would be kind of good for him. That's just the vibe I get, though. Alright. No longer evil. I can't torture someone like this. Not when I know how it is to not be believed. I hand the cue across the table. A palpable shiver runs through him as he accepts it. Thank you. There is a degree of gratitude there I've never heard before. Sorry. No, I shouldn't have been so flippant before. If I want to be taken seriously, I need to act in accordance. Shall we? I nod. We move into position on either side of the table. According to him, he should be first. I take my own cue from the rack and turn it in my hands as he adjusts the placement of the cue ball. The ghost inhales, out of habit or a sense of showmanship. Crack! He shoots the middle of a wall of the triangle. The balls ricochet everywhere. The game is afoot. We alternate turns, sinking some shots, missing others. He's confident, taking aim at risky targets, almost pocketing some of my stripes. I'm methodical. I don't have the experience not to be. Though it's scary that 5 turns in, he's on 3 and I'm on 1. How's the sale proceeding? Pardon? I almost misfire. A ghost taking interest in the literal business of the living? It's a shockingly mundane question. I mean, he's gotta make some kind of conversation. The sale papers for Carfax. Why? I'm just making conversation. Aw, thank you for the head pat, Erles. Appreciate it. He keeps steady. I had a job once. Ordinary duties, ordinary concerns, ordinary physiology. Sure, what were you? Someone's muse? A movie star? A salesman. Who knocked on the wrong door? Man, this guy's outfit, I just did not take him for a salesman. That is fun, though. I like that. Didn't I ever? What did you sell? This and that. He puts the cue behind his back and fires a trick shot at the 4-ball. It misses, but nudges the 6 closer to a corner pocket. Talking boards and planches, maybe? The family's black magic dealer. Not what I'd call ordinary. Their stock takes delivery, logistics, and taxes all like retail. The product might be unusual, but selling it isn't. I mean, he's got a point. If Miss Popescu is anything to go by, all the castle suppliers are a bit off. And if you're selling the Ouija boards, you have to worry about Nintendo ninjas, it's true. They'll get you. He might not be your average peddler, but he fits his working environment. I sink a straight shot. What does Carfax matter? Someone's dead. You, if I take your word for it. Should I be prioritizing paperwork over not dying? He barely glances at the 6 ball as he taps at the last 3 inches into the pocket. Doing your job and avoiding your death aren't mutually exclusive. It takes a bit of focus, but I rebound the 11 ball from the wall on one side to the middle pocket on the other. Explain. 4-3. The gap's closing. Aw, shit. Dracula isn't planning on killing you. He didn't want to kill me either. If he has a usable piece, he prefers to have it in play, which means that while he believes you're his pawn, I'm safe. Fill out the forms, obey as many rules as possible. Be an eager employee and a model house guest. Above all else, his cue dabs the cue ball and sends it on a gentle roll across the width of the table. Do not. It clicks against 14. Mention me to him. 14 shivers on the edge, but it doesn't fall. This is the best opportunity I've had to press him for actual information. Let's see what I've got. I find an angle on the cue ball that'll separate it from the 14 ball. The shot ricochets from the top of the table to the opposite side. I didn't dare hope, it clips the edge of 9 and sends it into a middle pocket. 4 to 4. What is there to mention? You haven't so much as introduced yourself. There might be dozens, hundreds of ghosts in a place like this. Unless there's something special about you I should know. He fumbles his next move. Oh god, dude, you can't do that. Don't fumble. You almost had this. I'm not in a position to score, but I noticed somewhere I can move the cue ball that'll make things harder for him. Let's go. I'm not buying what you're selling, Mr. Ordinary Salesman. He scrambles around the table to try and salvage his turn. Why complicate things? Think of it like cruising. The mystery's a crucial part of the appeal. I can be another nameless man in a bathroom. Safety and anonymity. Another one, huh? I see. I see. You think I've ever been able to go cruising? Your pace increases. Anonymity can also help keep the past a secret. Name suppression laws, for instance, to prevent the public prying into criminal history. Oh my god, he's going lawyer. The turns come hard and fast. So what's your name? I don't know. Call me Vlad. That's not true. You sign your letters with an M. So did you once. That changed. Oh, you know that, do you? Oh? What's your real name? What have you been using? Objection! Hold it! Ghost. Ghost is fine. I am one of a kind. Why? He slams a ball from the top left into the bottom right. Oh, demanding. I like the music in this part too. The way those strings are going, very, very good. He's the Great Ace Attorney. Wow! I love that game. I launch a ball off the surface into the air, for the briefest moment until it lands in a pocket. Answer the question. Yeah, I can tell you have a really good composer. I like this a lot. Definitely gonna have to look them up after this. Yeah, the sound design's great too. Pulsing was one of the most complicated for all the ball sounds. Oh, I bet! Trying to like make it all kind of match up and kind of make sense with what's going on, but like make it all kind of work with the music. And yes, Renfield is a lawyer. He's basically like kind of a property lawyer. Yeah. We are both at 7 points. He hits the cue ball to the middle of the table. The 8 ball is in line with a pocket, except reaching it will be a stretch. Yeah, seeing these two play off each other is very fun. I like that it's very tense but still very playful at the same time. The ghost leans on the edge where I need to stand, an evil smile on his perfect face. Make me. Oh shit. What do you think, chat? Should we press him or gesture for him to move? Now he is feeling evil, it's true. This is his payback, I think. I think this is his payback for what we did before. It's like the pool game's the time limit and we're trying to figure out the ghost before he can win, so he's trying to make the game harder. Exactly, exactly. Gotta keep him here in order to like keep the game going and keep him to answering our questions. Ooh. You're conflicted. Fair. These are both interesting. Ooh, okay. Gesture for him to move one. Let's go. I flick my hand sideways. Please move. Why should I? Come on. Gesturing at the spot like a waiter at a seat, he obliges, never losing that wry expression. I take his place. The middle of the table is eons from here, out of reach, unless... I I brace my knee against the edge and lean forward until most of me is atop the felt. But keeping balance and aiming is difficult. My hands can only do so much at once. While I wobble in limbo, I sense a presence behind me. Whoa! I think there's a bit of a delay there since the count of 2 is when the 1 votes came in at the end. Yeah, I think, it might have been a little bit with Twitch delay, because at least for me, I saw those 1 votes. At least, like, one of them. Oh yeah, I think the last 2 came in while the timer had ended for me. But Twitch votes might have, or Twitch delay might have messed that up. Maybe I could turn up this vote time just a little bit. Let me see. Maybe I'll make it just a tiny bit longer. Not by a ton, let's give it 35 seconds. I think that's going to be a good amount. That's not going to drag it out too much more, but should give enough that, like, if somebody, like, is getting in last second, should give them a little bit of a better chance to do so. I appreciate that you can change that, because otherwise, yeah, it's just nice because I can match it to what it seems like my chat kind of needs for time. Something cool touches my back. I flinch. Hey! You can't do it alone, I can tell. Lie flat. Since I don't have any better ideas, I obey. The ghost's cold, surprisingly substantial body lowers onto me. His arms fit over mine and our hands intertwine. Whoa! Biased opinion, but you think both options are fun? Yeah, I'm like, I bet both of these are pretty fun. Aim with the left. Rather than wait for me to follow his instruction, he pulls me along. Drive with the right. Our left hands splay, thumb apart from fingers, and our right hands tighten around the butt of the cue. My muscles tighten. I don't know whether it's from the chill or... Ready? No one's held me this close in years. Oh, that's kind of sad. I'm sorry, dude. It's a power play. He wants to show who's in control here. That if I falter, someone will take advantage. The trouble is... Here we go. I think I like it. Whoa! Hey, Lucian, thanks for the thirsty redeem. I think Renfield needs it more than me, though. This man's down horrendous. Good for him, though. Chase your bliss. We strike. The 8-ball sinks. You win. Stealing the cue from my hands, he levers back onto his feet. I remain on the felt and wait for the warmth to return to my spine. My heart's beating so hard it barely takes any time at all. When I've recovered enough, I flip myself around to him. Could have done it myself. He brings the cues together, laces his fingers, and leans on them. But you weren't prepared to take the initiative and do it. A moment's hesitation can be deadly. You wouldn't move. So, shove me, trip me, hurt me. No! Everyone else in the castle is capable of worse. If we can't rely on your courage, we'll be dependent on mine. Fear flickers across his face at the prospect. Yeah, someone's gotta. Here's an opportunity I really can't afford to miss. I hop onto my feet and snatch my cue out from under him. While he's off balance, I level it at him. Who are you? Why doesn't Dracula want us talking? What kind of help is on offer here? Draping a hand over his features, he sighs. I tried to take something of his. He took everything from me in return. Without my missing pieces, I can never rest. But if a certain handsome someone could reassemble them, he'd gain a powerful ally. Oh shit! We gotta rearrange the body. I see. Not just an ordinary salesman. An extraordinarily talented salesman. Modest, too. Perish the thought. Do we have a deal, then? Body parts in exchange for phenomenal hauntological power? Tempting. Honestly, very tempting. If Dracula is planning to kill me, it doesn't hurt to have a counter-strategy. Sure. What else am I going to do around here? Work myself to death? I retract the cue and offer a hand for him to shake. He raises a finger to his lips. Actions speak louder than words. Your prize is over there. Using his cue, he indicates the pocket the cue ball and 8-ball went into. As for our next date, how about eine kleine Nachtmusik? Figuratively, anyway. I'm not a big Mozart fan. Find us a piano and a decent tune to play. Let's try a duet. You speak German, ja? Ja? There's a particular piece I like. Auf einen toten Nocker hat mich min Wig gebracht. Did my best there. I really tried to channel my inner Rin Tosaka. My pronunciation was probably about as good as hers. His voice resonates as though this mess of old carpets and leisure furniture is a proper concert hall. You can figure it out. I most certainly cannot. I'll try! With that, our night is over. Clear the table, store the cues, flee the scene. Lingering too long in Dracula's personal lounge would be terribly foolish. Isn't the whole castle his? I'm my own man. So are you. La revedere. Every light fixture in the room ignites like a star. Oh god. A blinding, serene, all-consuming flare. My eyes! Oh, it's fine. When it dims, he is gone. He flew a flash grenade. I circle around the table to the pocket he indicated. Ooh! Nothing inside but mysterious cue ball and 8-ball. Each now has a fine crack on its exterior, like a boiled egg. I dig my nails in trying to open them further, but the resin is too thick to pry apart. Below the surface, though, there's a different substance. Pale, lightweight, mushy substance. Oh, what the hell? Just what are they made of? That's crazy. I want to take a look at these. A cue ball and an 8-ball, cracked along the surface like eggshells. What could be inside? Oh, I think I see what this is doing. It's gonna become a full moon, huh? Oh man, okay. I think I see. Ectoplasm? Maybe. Maybe a little gift from our ghost friend. I do some legal work for a while to make sure I don't fall behind. Midway through the evening, my dinner is delivered by that supplier, Miss Nico Popescu, moussaka with additional vegetables on the side. It's been going up and down, so he really has it. Oh, I need to be checking this more often. Very, very interesting. I'm going to assume that a full moon, like a full white moon, is like full danger, since it looked like I believe at the start of the game we started with a new moon, so I think we're trying not to fill the moon if we can avoid it. Oh no, Erlis, I'm sorry about your internet. At least if you ever want to go back, the VOD is always going to be there. It's perfect. Moist yet firm. Later, the plate is exchanged for chamomile tea and a shockingly dry square of miafi. Miafi? Did I say that right? I've never had to say that out loud before. I pick at them as I go, carefully keeping the vessels across the tabletop from the contracts. The real challenge is making sure I don't drink the inkwell instead of the tea. Oh my god. I feel like this guy would. Did we win at least? You know what, I straight up was not super paying attention if we won. I was paying attention to the whole deal with the ghost there. I mean, I'm pretty sure he helped us win, so kind of. I was just like trying to be like, who's this guy? At midnight, I find my hands have moved from the food and the paperwork to the billiard balls. Listen, that ghost, he commands a scene. When he walks in, you're paying attention to him. I test their weight again and contemplate what they might be made of. The crack still hasn't widened. I could drop them on the staircase. Oh, that'd be so noisy. You draw attention. For what, 50 or more steps? Anything that falls down the whole flight should break. It doesn't sound like Dracula's party is anywhere near this part of the castle. I don't know, I don't trust like that. I'm not likely to get caught. Is the ghost of Sholmes? Hell no, I don't want to see that man. Oh, why not? Let's try the staircase. Oh god. I feel like I'm keeping an eye on the danger after this. I don't know, I'm just like, this is gonna be noisy. With both balls on the top stair, I peer into the darkness below. Despite assurances the moonlight doesn't illuminate the steps at all well. Taking a deep breath to calm myself, I push them over the edge. They roll easily and loudly down the steps in view and rebound from the wall around the corner. I can hear them descending the spiral. At a casual walking pace, I follow after them. They lie in the corridor below. The cracks have turned into splits. Resin shells hatch to reveal what's inside. Sound of a pool ball going down 50 steps, possibly the most bespoke sound our sound designer did. That is a very specific request, huh? Good on them for fielding that. Oh, ew! A pupil stares at me from inside the cue ball. That would mean it's a pair of eyes. Let's check that out in the inventory. Hatched from the billiard balls, plain brown. Harry had been expecting blue. Yucky. To protect them from any damage, I closed the shells back around them before putting them in my pockets. Yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't want to put just those in my pockets. Yeah, it's probably the ghost size. Out of sight, but not out of mind. It makes my skin crawl to think of what's been done to him. Over and over asking, why? How does this benefit anyone? What kind of anger drives someone to do this? I linger in the hall longer than I should, lost in thought. Oops. Just as I turn to head upstairs. Ah! I wasn't as good as their scream. Oh god, it's still going. Oh god. Okay, what was that? It sounded like the Englishman's sister. Dracula's performing his faith healer ritual then? If he is, it isn't working. There's also the possibility her medication wore off. Whichever it is, I can't ignore someone in this sort of distress. It's too awful to think about. Too awful to reminisce about. A building full of people and no one coming to help because they take your pain as a given. I've got to help. Regardless of any half-remembered directive from Dracula. Or any half-remembered warning from Theodora. I begin to run. Oh shit, he's going. The intervals between the screams grow shorter, but the screams grow weaker. It's hard to tell where to turn. I'd intended to use the volume as a guide, but that's not possible. Where is she? Where? Not the guest room. Not the parlor. Nor any of the dozens of other doors I pass. Is there some kind of infirmary I missed? But if there were, why wouldn't they have put her in it earlier? Think, Renfield, think. I don't have to think, I can hear. Terribly close. Through the doors to the Great Hall. Despite Dracula's claim he'd host a party, there are just 4 people in the room. The 5th. Oh boy, you guys. Is already dead. I'm curious. Oh shit, yeah, there we are. Look at that blood moon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, gamers. I'm in danger. He stands in the middle of the cluster, the girl's body slumped in his arms. Yeah, that really does tell us. The brides flank him, clutching a shoulder or a thigh each. Theodora remains concentrated on her meal. Tez adjusts the shoulder to hide behind it. Ileana spits as she makes eye contact. All of them are biting the girl. Dracula her jugular, Theodora and Chez her wrists. Ileana has torn through to the thick veins in her leg. They see me and stare, but none of them can wrest themselves from their prey. Oh boy. Renfield, we're really in it now. Even Dracula, proud and regal, lets his composure lose out to his thirst. Yeah, get out of there! My god, you've gotta get out of there. I'm locked in place too. From fear. There's too much Ron in this building to be wholly surprised, but knowing there's a wolf in the woods doesn't prepare you to face it. Rather than let this awful moment continue, I open my stupid mouth to ask the stupidest question I've ever thought of. Oh boy, what the heck is he about to say? I'm a little nervous. Is she okay? Oh, Renfield, my buddy. My guy. Oh boy. Like a dog caught with a chicken from the coop, Dracula blinks slowly, his pupils focusing and his jaws unclamping from her neck. His goatee is dyed solid red with her blood. There's a moment of wordless trembling before his mouth is able to form words. Renfield pet, no. She's dead. Dracula just like, come on, buddy. Take a look at her. You know the answer. I don't gotta tell you this, my guy. I know you're just a little guy, but come on. Oh, man. Then I find a way to make it worse. Oh, of course he does. Why? Oh, great question. Great question to ask right now. Because the house has needs, and the master must provide. Releasing his grip on her torso, he drops her into the bride's arms, where they're able to bite and gnaw even more ferociously. Oh boy. Renfield, we are really in it now. We are really in it now. Oh man. Compared to them, his animalism is restrained. They have focus and shame and spite, but nothing else. No instinct to stop them before the well runs dry. Oh boy. He realizes he won't have my attention while the body and the brides are in view. Yeah, it was really nice knowing this guy. He had a good little run. It's fun. Rather than step around them, he dissipates into pitch-black smoke and surges through the group, coalescing in front of me. Hey, what's up, dude? For a moment after, he reforms, his eyes have that awful hollow look again, and his features are contorted. Check the danger alert. Yeah, we're still at a nice old blood moon. That's great. Renfield looks like he's doing great. He's not concerned even a bit. I think this is gonna be fine. And our boldness is about in the middle. Surely that bodes well for us. It does change after this scene. Ooh, I'll be interested to see that. Thank you for the heads up. He extends a hand to me. Not to worry. Your fate will be different. Oh, good to know. Oh, shit. Okay. Ooh! That's fun. I like that. I like that. That's a good little Easter egg. The only one here is you. We hope you've enjoyed this taste of Drăculești. Thank you for playing. It'll help us out if you wishlist the game on Steam, and perhaps you'd be interested in our newsletter? You know what, I'm pretty sure I have it right here. I'm gonna go right ahead and drop that link. Drop that link in chat if you guys are interested in this game. Ooh, and we've got a new title page, title screen. Oh my goodness, my brain. That's cool. I like how that changes. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, I just dropped the Steam link in chat, so if you guys liked this little look at this visual novel, you should definitely wishlist it. It's a really cool project. I'm very, very impressed with this already. I'm also like, oh man. I'm like, ooh, that was the perfect place to cut it though, because it's like, oh, I want to know what happens so bad. Of course, I'm gonna play the full game. So that was a good cut, even though it's like, oh no. But that was a lot of fun. I'm like, I definitely want to go through and see the other options, but part of me is tempted to maybe do that off stream because I'd like everyone to go play the demo themselves if you'd also like to see the other options. I've unlocked New Game Plus? Wait, what does that mean? New Game Plus? I'm tempted. Does anything change at the beginning? I'm gonna take a little look in and see. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this is tempting. Okay. Okay, you know what? Since we're allowed to vote it. Chat, do we wanna see the New Game Plus on stream? Do we want to check that out on stream, or would you guys rather I leave that for you to discover yourselves? Have a little vote and let me know. That's very fair. I'm like, it's hard because it's like, oh, I want to play more, I want to show more, but I'm also like, oh, with demos, is it better to let other people play? Though I'm hoping that even if I do this, I've left enough, I've left multiple other options unexplored, so I feel like that's good motivation to download the demo yourself if you're interested. But yeah, looks like Night Owls and Earless want to see more, so maybe we'll end up going for it. That could definitely be fun. I'm not against it. I'm very curious because I was like, wait, New Game Plus? I had no idea. Each route is different, and the choices made even in the same route can lead to different scenes. Oh, that's always fun! I will definitely have fun going through this and, like, playing with all the different variations and seeing, like, what changes. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like you can get a lot of mileage even just out of this demo, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm already really impressed with what the writer's done here. I feel like the prose is very good. It's very, like, you know, it sets the tone very well, and I feel like there's a lot of choices that, like, feel like, you know, they add a little something, even if it doesn't seem like they're changing anything in the moment. I can look back and I could see how, like, this probably changed or added up something, and I bet it'll be really interesting to go back and see all the different variations and see how much, like, they managed to fit in. It's very impressive. Alright, alone in my room, I watch the sky settle on its darkest shade for the night. A black like the underside of thick Arctic sea ice. Theodora brings dinner. Moussaka with additional vegetables on the side. It's perfect, moist yet firm. Half an hour later, Miss Popescu arrives to collect the plate and return for a tea tray. Ooh, evening. Staying put like you were told. Of course. No sense being somewhere I'm not wanted. Think I'll write a letter to the office, get ready for bed, and pick a book from my trunk. Stronger than you look to carry books around. Damn, the way she just went at him. No, they're those soft Taunchness editions. Easiest way to buy English books in Germany, and they're light. She shakes her head dismally. Aw, dude, you had a chance to impress her. She's like, wow, Twink can actually lift, right? She was about to be, like, impressed just a little bit for 1 second, and he ruined it immediately. Enjoy your soft book. Oh, damn. Thank you. When you put it like that, it sounds a bit... She closes the door with a solid thunk. Silly. That's Renfield's social skills for you. Kind of a boy failure. We stand. That's that, then. I drink the tea, a type of chamomile, and eat a shockingly dry square of... Oh no, not again! Moving the dishes to the far corner of the desk, I get out of my writing set and try my hand at a letter to Jonathan! Let's go! It shouldn't be the easiest thing in the world to do. Right? I'm like, I think it's like Mia Fee, but I haven't had to say it out loud before, really. Oh, hey, Kuri! How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Let me give a quick shout out to Ichinose Kuri. I hope your stream's going well. I hope Unicorn Overlord has been fun and that you're doing well. We're playing a Dracula visual novel. And oh, we're allowed to vote. Okay, okay. Is it hard? Is it hard, or can we not give up? Are we a quitter or not a quitter? It's up to chat. But I hope you've been well, Kuri. I hope you're having a good night. It's nice to see you. Always good to see Kuri around. Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing some non-quitters in chat. Seeing some non-quitters. Never give up? Your viewers have made you suffer? What's going on? What's happening in your stream? I feel that, though. Every day my viewers make me suffer. But I care them anyways. Alright. Never give up, never surrender! If I can't tell him how I feel, I can at least tell him the factual reality of my situation. There's danger in the castle. I seem to be in danger, which somebody needs to hear about. Ches means well, but I don't know how much help will be if I'm backed into a corner. Dracula is their husband. They are sworn to him. Not everyone is willing to break a vow when push comes to shove. Alright, don't worry about the world outside. Focus on what's happening here. Dear Jonathan, I've arrived in Romania and met with our client. I pray this letter finds you well. You may never see me again. Dramatic ass. Like, he's right, but I'm just like, man, forgot how dramatic these are. The residents of Castle Dracula have given me reason to believe I am in danger. Though I have found no hard evidence of wrongdoing, Dracula's family have voiced grave concern for my safety. You know I've dealt with bad clients before, people who would wish harm on me, but I can handle myself in these situations. It's different somehow. Please trust my instincts and send me help. I'll have this letter sent in secret. If I haven't called within 10 days of its writing, alert the authorities. With any luck, speak soon. Foolproof plan, I'm sure this will work out. There's so much we've left unsaid. It can't end like this. Eternally yours, Roger M. Renfield. Aww. 16th of February, 1931. The choice at the beginning of New Game Plus jumps you to the scene for convenience, but a normal playthrough of New Game Plus, the letter details vary based on what happened in that route. Oh, interesting! I was wondering, because I was like, oh, we did talk to Ches, that's why he's bringing her up? That's really cool if he is. Also, hello, Rakenack! Good to see you! I hope you've been well. This story's been very good so far. I think if you're, you know, a fan of gothic romance, gothic horror, or just, you know, Dracula and vampires in general, this is definitely a VN worth checking out. I'm really liking this. There. It's done. Folding the letter and addressing the envelope, I feel a last pain of self-consciousness. Is it pathetic of me to ask for help? If Jonathan were here in my place, he wouldn't need any. He is the coolest guy ever. This is just as embarrassing as talking about my feelings would have been. I'll leave the letter in the envelope on my desk. Think about it overnight. Decide whether to send it in the morning. Defeated by my insecurities, I resigned myself to reading a book instead. The latest Jeeves collection, fresh from the station bookstore. A warm story for chilly Transylvania. As I turn to the desk to reach for my suitcase, there's a shape that shouldn't be there. Oh, this is great, cool. My hand clutches protectively to my throat. The monster from the first night shifts and crackles, cross-legged on the covers. As he adjusts his posture, his legs leave soot marks on the pale linen. This is a vivid delusion. Just a delusion. That's all. The castle has scared the wits out of me. Get out. You're not real. Oh, ew, oh, that's scary. Like carbon refining to diamond, the blurry dark mass of his jaw sharpens into bright white teeth. Not real, says he. Smash! Was that Juno talking for Katisha? Did Juno come through for a second there, or was that you? You know what? I love her. I love Juno. She's perfect. Guys, in the Kingdom Hearts campaign on 0xp Official, Tisha plays a goth girl who is perfect, and she wants to smash Heartless, and I love her. And I think if you like Ches, you would really like Juno, so that's my sales pitch on Juno. He unfolds his legs, wiping soot everywhere, and springs to his bird-like toes. All of 7 feet tall, looming. Dracula. Dracula said so. The monster prowls closer until he's near enough to make my chest tighten and my throat catch, remembering our last encounter. Yeah, smash Heartless. To be fair, one of the other party members decided that a Moogle was one of the hottest people when they were, like, doing a vote on it. So, like, I don't know, I think comparatively Juno's kind of normal. And I say that with a heart full of love for Dawn, okay? I say that with a heart full of love for Dawn. I grope across the desk for something sharp. Not that I need it. This is a delusion. The fountain pen is all I've got The fountain pen is all I've got to already sweaty hand. No sooner have I raised it than he catches the butt of the pen. It slides from my treacherously slick palm. Oh, my pen! He twirls it between his fingers. Right in my face. What else has Dracula said? The monster's voice is a smoky rumble, like an approaching train. Not to go downstairs tonight. Gonna listen to him, little lawyer? Well, it's fine, Fiore might smash limes. I don't know, I think Fiore's very focused in on his lost love. We watch each other intently. Oh boy, what do we want to do, guys? Are we gonna listen to Dracula? Or no, are we gonna misbehave? Looks like a sleep paralysis demon, it kinda does. It's a good monster design, it's very freaky. The effect with the eyes and the teeth especially is like unsettling in a really good way. Oh man. Any preferences in chat? Okay, see Night Hours wants to see what Dracula's up to. Oh boy. Oh, says Penta. Could be fun to see what Dracula's doing. Could be very fun. Could be scary, but fun. Could also be kind of sexy, who knows? All these are very possible. Alright, thank you guys for the votes. Let's go see what that funny guy Dracula's up to. The monster rumbles louder. He laughs. Then, turning quick on the tips of his claws, he slinks to the door. Because that worked so good for us last time. Listen, maybe it's gonna be different this time. We have a monster buddy. Try to keep pace. Maybe they'll fight. He's on the stairs before I'm out of my chair. And the bastard still got my pen! Hey, get that back! Stumbling in pursuit, I follow the glint of the pen cap as his body fades into the darkness. He waits near the bend for me to follow. When he sees me come through the door, he starts to spiral leisurely down. With those long legs, he's much faster than I am, even at his slow pace. In the corridor, he stalls at the opposite end before disappearing. We're headed to the heart of the house. The level below is quiet. That isn't unusual per se. The upper floors were quiet too. I like the music here a lot. This is a fun track. What troubles me is the fact that it's late enough. The party should have started. Dracula's folk, dance, cult, ceremony, bacchanal, wine tasting, whatever, should generate some sort of noise, surely. If not voices, music, or stomping feet and slamming doors. Near a window that faces the courtyard, the monster stands with folded arms. As I approach, he points outside and slips into the next room. The courtyard is lit dimly by the caravan's lamps. Dozens of figures come and go from their vehicles to the rooms in the gatehouse. The only people who could be in the main building are Dracula, the brides, and just one or two of the visitors. That wouldn't be much of a party. What are they really doing tonight? Don't let anyone notice you. The monster reappears in the doorway for a moment. Hey, shh. We continue on. The front door is closed. The great hall is open. The chandelier casts a beam of light through the double doors. The shadow lingers at its center. Hurry. Over the opposite side of the foyer, I finally hear voices. Let him out of your sight. Doors are secure. Unless he leaps, he will be in the castle. You're on fall for stupid plan of separating them. Now. I don't trust either of you to have the self-control to find him. Unless you take care of it. Heavy footsteps thud toward the foyer. Slipping and sliding on the marble, I scramble to the bottom of the stairs and around into the great hall. I'm just picturing him sliding all over the place. The monster steps aside and gently presses the doors shut behind us. He turns the pen between his fingers in a hypnotic pattern. My beret! It's gone. Q would be proud. Sauntering to one of the banquet tables, he lets his arms fall at his sides. Oops. He drops the pen underneath. What the? With a gentle clickety-clack, it rolls out of sight. A last gasping skulk, indicating it's hit a table leg. Why? Shh. The monster adjusts the bench so I can duck through. Oh no, beret wars are back on. Increasingly grumpy, increasingly wary, I amber past. Oh, hey, my fountain pen's back. Is it any different now? Okay. Worth checking. Ooh, oh gosh, look at this. But our boldness is maximum. Interesting, interesting. I should have checked this earlier. When I'm there, pen in hand, the monster shoves the bench back in place, trapping me inside. I can get out, but there'll be a good bit of effort and noise involved. And since I can hear the doors reopening, now's not the time. The monster strolls along the aisle to meet the new arrivals. As he goes, the darkness strips from his ankles, revealing pale human skin. The body underneath the charcoal carapace is smaller, despite the tall stiletto heels on their feet. Oh, there's a whoosh as a sweep of red silk falls into place around their legs and trails behind them in a great crimson train. Oh shit, she was the hot monster! Let's go! Hey, where have you been? Around? Didn't happen to see our missing guest anywhere. Who's missing? Who does it look like? I'm afraid your brother has made a liar of me, poor child. It seems he won't be here to say goodbye. Dracula scoops the girl from the floor. Holding her in his arms, he presses a reassuring kiss to her scalp. Then, in spite of her whimpers of protest, he thuds her onto the table above me. Oh geez, uh-oh. My heart startles into overdrive. The three brides drift closer. Scoops Haagen-Dazs. Hey Snom, how you doing? Ches, with that distinctive red helm, slides near where I'm hidden and kicks some skirt over my outer arm and leg. Thanks, girl. We owe you. Theodora and Ileana lean on the other side of Dracula. He presides over the half-conscious girl like a book of scripture. The brides lightly restrain her hands and feet while he, alongside her upper body, draws a small knife from his pocket. In order not to panic, I clamp my hands over my mouth. The tap of the pen strikes my glasses. Your legs are in shambles, you never want to walk again? What'd you do, Snom? You good? What happened? What was that? Hill got stuck. It's because of those ridiculous shoes. Hush. It's not clear whether he's addressing the brides or the girl. The last of her strength ripples out of her in wet sobs that shake the whole table. I get jostled by the leg, but I refrain from reacting. Extending his arm, Dracula sinks his blade in the shallows of her skin. Her sobs turn to shrieks. His hand moves steadily, scarifying a design in her chest. Oh, Lord, let her regret her hubris and reward mine. Let her be the fuel we burn to further our ambition. We place another body on the mountain of corpses. We climb a step closer toward your glorious flame. Lord Dararat, she is yours, for we are yours. Go walking with your dad 3 to 4 times a week. The first half of your walks are entirely uphill. Ooh, get a good rest in, Snom. That sounds rough. Yeah, you must be tired. There's a moment of stillness as he raises the blade. The girl gasps in horrified anticipation. The knife cuts through the pause, through her throat. So Renfield is hiding under the table. Shay is helping hide him, while Dracula and the brides kill the teenage girl, the one who is sick. Frenzy begins. Dracula pulls her into his arms, her legs flopping over the edge of the table in front of me, and opens his jaws wide to latch them around her neck. He sucks at the wound like a starved man in the desert. Suddenly, the brides snap into position, taking whatever patches of bare skin they can find or clearing fabric away in order to have their share. Even Ches, lucid and scheming just a few minutes ago, gnaws at the girl with absent, shark-like eyes. I take a stiletto to the elbow. If I had an alley here before, I don't now. None of these creatures can be trusted not to kill me. I've got to get out of here. Flipping onto my front when everyone's clear of the table, I start to crawl along underneath. The quartet are lost in what they're doing. Clicks and cracks come from the girl's limbs as they contort her for the best access to her veins. I don't worry too much about bumping the furniture. If they didn't notice an arm breaking, they won't notice the bench move. While I hustle along like a cockroach caught in the kitchen images carousel through my mind. Of Theodora, a model housewife, ripping apart the tendons of the girl's wrist with her teeth. Good for her. Of Ileana, normally stoic, now snarling as she's beaten to a prime artery. Of Ches. Oh, Ches. flexing the girl's knee until it snaps. Oh, gross. Ugh. Dracula, though, maintains his calm and his position at the throat, drinking deep and uninterrupted, naturally entitled to the greatest share. Bitch, share with your wives. Be better. At the end of the banquet table, near the exit, there's nothing between me and the door but the threat of being seen. I glance back. The brides are still in a fugue state. Dracula is harder to read. Oh boy. Nudging the bench aside, I stumble onto 2 feet and into the open. Not far. It's not far. I can cross the gap. They'll never notice. They won't know I've been here. And where might you be going? No. He stands in the middle of the cluster, the girl's body slumped in his arms. Oh boy. The brides flank him, clutching a shoulder or a thigh each. Theodora isn't distracted. Ches adjusts the shoulder to hide behind it. Ilyana spits as she makes eye contact. Fear locks me in place. Yep, but we're way bolder, so is anything gonna be different? I'm excited to see. Even though he spoke before, Dracula isn't fully composed yet. Like a dog with a chicken from the coop, he blinks slowly, his pupils struggling to focus. His goatee is dyed solid red with her blood. There's a moment of wordless trembling before he's able to speak again. I don't know why you're here or how you snuck in, but this doesn't have to concern you. My glasses are back. Thank you, Erlis. Appreciate it. Return to your room and forget what you've seen. Let it be nothing but a nightmare. Why? Why do this? Because the house has needs, and the master must provide. Releasing his grip on the girl's torso, he drops her into the bride's arms, where they're able to bite and gnaw even more ferociously. Yeah, like, he's not asking the stupid questions this time, so, like, that is something. It's not much, but it is an improvement. He might be sated, but they remain hungry, unable to stop until the well runs dry. Dracula realizes he won't have my attention while the body and the brides are in view. Rather than step around them, he dissipates into pitch-black smoke and surges through the group, coalescing in front of me. Hey, what's up, my dude? For a moment after he reforms, his eyes have that awful, hollow look again, and his features are contorted. He extends a hand to me. Not to worry. Your fate will be different. Oh, shit. Okay, we don't end there. Okay, I was ready for it to cut to the end. Hello? Okay, what now? Interesting. Clear it out. What a disaster. Put it where? Doesn't matter. Sell it if you like, if he brought anything worthwhile. Scratch briefcase, a near empty jar of ink, a selection of ugly ties. Oh, why did I ever think he was worth our time? The moment we learned his superiors had pawned us off, we should have written a letter of complaint. Dear Jonathan. Oh, shit. To be burnt. No, Nicoletta. Our summons were ignored. Too comfy in the Isles to come out to East. What right has a foreign prince to his attention? I think, however, he will come if called by one of his own. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Mr. Harker won't dare ignore us now. Oh, shit. Okay. I bid him goodbye with a firm handshake. Whatever we had before, and it's over, and this is what we are now. He takes the ferry. I exit the terminal. Done. Half swimming through the torrential downpour, I launch myself into the car, bringing a splash of the elements into the driver's seat with me. Just as I've got the engine started, I realize the boat might not even leave the dock in this weather. The road calls, but I idle in the car park and do my due diligence. But the sound of the machinery is completely drowned out. The vibrations travel through the seat, letting me know she's ready to go whenever I am. I rest my head to the center of the steering wheel. Oh, one of those days. Just us here, beautiful, and you're still my girl. Warm to the touch, no trouble to look after. We'll get by together. Cobra Raven! Hello, thank you so much for the raid! Cobra Raiden! How are you doing? Let me give you a shout out! How's your stream? For anyone who does not know me, hello, my name is Aqua Sereni, and I am a mermaid VTuber who traded her brain cells for legs! And tonight we are playing Drăculești, a Dracula-inspired visual novel. Oh, you were doing some art! How was it? I hope you had a good time. Welcome in, Koba, and Wander the Nomad, and It's Loves. I hope you guys had a great night. And XC4, I hope I read that right. You can't pose now? Oh no, what happened? What happened? But guys, you should definitely check out Koba. She's really cool. She's a really, really cute artist. I love her style. Has a really fun, you know, like gothic, kind of very vampire aesthetic. She's like a villainess VTuber, I believe. Am I ever calling that right? Yes, you're a villainess VTuber, which I love. So she has like a fantastic aesthetic. She does some beautiful art. Her streams are really great to check out. I really need to like come drop back in for some time, because I know I haven't been for a while, but I always really enjoy when I'm at her streams. So yeah, if you guys enjoy good chill art times and a really just fun and sweet VTuber with a really great concept and design, you should absolutely check out Koba. 100% deserved. Nah, not too nice. I'm just saying what I think. I am just saying what I think. But thank you so much for the raid and for bringing your community by. I know it might be late where you are, so if you do need to like step out and get some food or water or rest or anything, don't feel obligated to stick around, but it is really nice to see you, and thank you for bringing your viewers here. We are just doing some nice visual novel reading, and yeah, having a fun business trip in Dracula's castle. What could go wrong? A lot actually already went wrong, but now I'm pretty sure we've switched point of views from Renfield to Harker. So now we're some other dude, and it's not our problem for now. But yeah, we're just getting cozy, enjoying some reading, having a nice time. It's 12:56 where you live? Oh man, if you do need to sleep, don't feel obligated to stick around. I always want people to make sure they get their rest, but it is very nice to meet you, It's Loves. Wouldn't know how to hold a man. Can't be sad I let him go. Don't think either of us wanted that. I'll find a pretty wife in Germany. I'll do the same here. Oh no, not the 1930s gay angst. Move on. Not a break in the rain, but a reduction. Reveals the boat left the docks sometime in the last few sodden minutes. Chilling here doing some after-stream care before you take a break? Fair enough. Definitely chill all you like. You're always welcome here. The most pitiful stern lights I've ever seen sputter at me from the channel. Like a dazzled extra who missed their cue, I make a hasty exit, stage left. Oh, thank you so much, It's Loves. That's very kind of you. On to the A33, toward home. London bound, where I belong. The trouble with the car is she's so stunning it's impossible not to notice her coming. A silver ghost in namesake silver, but she glistens like mercury as she glides along the wet London streets. Ah, he's a car guy. I see, attracting many eyes, in particular, the eyes of my newly and insistently close friends Lucy Westenra and Lord Arthur Goldam. They're a lot to handle on the best of days. What a way to put it. Here's me who spent the early hours of the morning to and fro across the south of England with a steady headache and a damp wool suit. Parking around the nearest corner, I take a breath and plan how to get by. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, It's Loves. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy your time here. Wait, steel yourself. They're not even your friends, so it doesn't matter what they think. Collar up, shoulders hunched, I slump out of the car. Lucy comes at me harder than the rain. We waited all night. Where were you both? Wait, where is she, Jonathan? I continue along and into Arthur. Have your private evening, by all means. Enjoy each other's company. But God's sakes, tell the host... evade him too. Neither of them are used to being ignored. They lose seconds, stunned, like aimless jellyfish under their umbrellas. When they realize they're being avoided, they try to chase, but I'm already around the corner. John, what? Come on, man! See? At the doorstep. Haven't you embarrassed us enough? Unlocking it. Where's Mina? Over the threshold. Mina mentioned, slamming it closed as Arthur's frantic fist meets the other side as skid wetly along the polished stone floor. At the main desk, Mr. Builder, the building manager, takes indiscreet glances from his half-sorted pile of mail. Keep them out, would you? It depends how much he wants to pay. You got 25 quid from me on Monday. Reckon he'll do twice that, and won't expect to have any pipes fixed. I have no idea what's going on in this story, but you love the vibes. Yeah, basically, this is like a retelling of Dracula. We are just hanging out with a guy out here in England who is about to be called to Dracula's castle because his friend who is about to be missing is gonna send him a little letter being like, hey, I'm in danger if you don't hear from me in 10 days. Help! So we're in a little bit of build-up to that. Loss of the floor rods. Get your lift, Harker. I've got the door. Arthur resumes knocking, distracting Mr. Builder as I proceed right past the lift to the stairs. What kind of fit young up-and-comer refuses to take the lift? Well, the 6 or 7 attendants who've seen me panic and mum are bad enough. I don't need any more witnesses. Something about the noise, something about the movement, something... I'm fit and young and capable of climbing, and the exercise does me good anyway. Why shouldn't I take the stairs? It's totally normal behavior. Super normal guy right here. Very normal. The rain conceals the sweat as it forms across my skin. Everything intermingles. Water is water. So true. I stumble into my dark apartment, where the curtains remain drawn, though there's not much sun behind them either. There are several floors and a number of heavy doors between Lucy and Arthur and I. You can relax, right? The whole apartment is 3 rooms. I take off my shoes at the living room entrance, throw my sodden jacket and waistcoat over the towel rail in the bathroom, and abandon my shirt and trousers on a side chair in the bedroom. £25 a month for a single bedroom. London. What a charmer. Shouldn't have made Roger sleep on the sofa. Water is water! As a mermaid, I would know a lot about that. Where else would I have put him? Whole fake wedding. Plan was to lie to his father, say we'd like to marry, and that if he'd pretty please let me have his daughter's hand and the power of attorney, I'd spare her a lifetime in the sanitarium. We'll forever remember that, yeah. Me too. Everyone was worried sick about Dr. Seward's questionable treatments. Nobody wanted to leave Roger there, except he couldn't be set free either. Not when he hadn't been cured of his delusions of manhood. Ah, I see. I was the key to freedom without freedom. Someone who'd tolerate his wild ideas about himself, but keep them clear of society at large. For his safety and his father's peace of mind. Horrible things might happen otherwise. Assaults or arrests or any of the million bad fates that befall queer folk. Given Roger's experiences at Stonehouse, City of London Mental Hospital, they get to be particular about people using their new name. It's likely he would have accepted a tiny, gloomy, £25 a month gilded cage. 10 times the space of this cell, sociable company, real food and clothes, and nary a condenser couch in sight. Except, that's no way to live, is it? No way for him to live. He's not meant to be a vestigial thing tacked onto somebody else. He's too himself for that. Which is why I took him in hand, thanked his keepers for their trust, and let him go. This makes you want to watch the Hugh Jackman Van Helsing movie? Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen that. Is it good? I'm standing here alone in an apartment built for one. And since none of the people who kidnapped him and held him hostage these last years see him as a lucid adult man responsible for his own choices, a whole lot of blame is about to land on me. My parents and his mother, Miss Renfield, knew what we had planned. Nobody else. Lucy and Arthur are just the first of his friends who will be mad about this. Dr. Seward will at least leave an angry telegram. Mr. Murray is who I felt guiltiest about. It would be so satisfying to meet rage with rage. Shout, yell, scream back at him when the call comes. First he left after how he was treated. Oh, was it? That's super good to know, Penta. But yeah, we have a Devon chat, so everyone say hi to Pentagon, buddy. Please check them out. They did coding and art. Super, super great work on this. Devon chat. But yeah, definitely you can tell how much work has been put into this, even just from the demo. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I'm also like, this is a fun turn. I like adding this extra layer to these characters here. It's fun because it gives a really new, like, kind of fresh take to the story and fresh interpretation of them, and I'm really interested to see how that will play out in, like, the full visual novel. Mr. Murray trusted me to do the right thing. I've done it. The question of how to treat a child with love, care, and compassion had an answer he won't like. From now on, we'll stand on opposite sides of a great divide. When just a week ago he trusted me enough to give me his blessing, legal power over his last living heir. And the most expensive gift I've ever received. Here I am by myself in the bedroom of my apartment, in my underwear. As my clothes drip dry in a sack, thriving. I have a spare set nearby, but I can't possibly wear it. It's not meant for me, not in this life. Nevertheless, I open the wardrobe doors to stare at my ill-gotten gains. Yeah, some real sad gay hours. That's just how it be when you're gay. A personally tailored tuxedo courtesy of Mr. Murray's own workshop. The company doesn't even do bespoke, they're ready to wear only. I was an exception. A designer got pulled from their upcoming line to create a one-off piece for me. Whoa! Silk waistcoat, ivory bow, wing collar, and peak lapel. It's fancy. It's not my style. In fact, if I didn't intend to return it to Mr. Murray, I'd offer it to Roger. He's mentioned liking dark suits. There's a single concession to my tastes. A lone indication either of us were ever seen as people and not stock concepts. The smart, unstable daughter and her daring, high-climbing suitor. A sunflower boutonniere. Those are my colors. That is who I am. Reaching ever upward toward the sun. Ah, I unpin it from the lapel. The suit I've got to return that. It's an important show of good faith. The first step in a long journey to winning Mr. Murray over. This is small enough he shouldn't notice or care if I keep it. I want to remember what Roger and I came so close to doing. Enjoy your lurk, Breakneck! I hope you have a good time. How close we were for a moment. Until we came apart. Until we're together again, somewhere. Oh man, this is about to get so tragic. Oh boy! My hand is closed tight over the boutonniere. The truck rattles out of my control. Around and around and around the endless mountains of Romania. Once, during the Stonehouse visiting hours, Dr. Seward and I had a conversation while we waited for Roger to be brought out. I don't put much stock in his profession, but in search of a topic, I asked him what his recommendations were for neurasthenia, to which he told me, Mr. Harker, if you have a sickness of the mind, I have a voltage for it. Oh, jeez. Around and around and around the truck goes. Its engine shudders and cringes at the terrain. It rocks to and fro on its axles from turn to turn. There are 3 of us in the cab, and I am furthest from the wheel, pressed against the right door. I want to reach out and grab the wheel, but it's too far, so I hold the boutonniere. Yeah, 1931 moment! Truly. Besides, there are obstacles in the way. To do much with just a fortnight. If she can pay by the end of it, it is fine. Music takes practice. Such a condensed course can never build the muscle memory required for long-term success. The princess cannot travel. The prince cannot pay forever. 2 weeks. And a job is a job. Both of them had better have the right expectations. The passenger turns my way, pushing me further against the door. What about him? What are you doing here? I'm a lawyer. Isn't that the sort of thing that can be done at a remove? Why bother with the trip? High-end clients get a high-effort service. She doesn't need to know what happened to Renfield. Even I don't know. Criminal, immigration, property? Shh, confidential. I think it's more incriminating not to specify. But if his right-hand woman prefers to keep it quiet, I won't mention this. Mysterious legal aid from the East, piano instruction from Yugoslavia. The prince has an unusual menagerie, doesn't he? England, actually. I'm English. Oh. Just like that, the enigma is gone. Not the British. Miss Popescu looks angry I even said that much. The passenger shuffles so she's facing forward again. Uncomfortable as it was, the conversation was a welcome distraction from the road, and my focus returns to the eerie sensations around me. Rattle, rattle, clunk, clunk, wobble, wobble, skunk, skunk. Around and around and around. Cliffs turn to castle. Almost there. Shifting forward in her seat, Miss Popescu glances past the passenger at me. How much were you told about your friend? You know what happened to him? No details. We approach a terrifying wooden bridge. Nothing but a few planks stretched over a ravine. Between us, the passenger's eyes flick side to side, though she doesn't interrupt, smartly realizing Miss Popescu might stop altogether if she did. All I got was a sealed letter, together with a note saying he was missing. The letter warned the prince was a threat. The note said Roger had lost his mind and fled the castle. I was asked to refund his fees or come in his place. Not suspicious at all. Totally checks out, right, y'all? I am sure Roger's fine. Our speed lowers as we cross the bridge to a courtyard on the other side. Make sure we don't slam into the opposite wall. Even a large courtyard can only be so big. Yeah, he's fine. He's just chilling, he's vibing. Good luck with your search. Yeah, I bet it's dangerous as a new moon. I'm actually curious, where are we at? Oh hey, there's Jonathan. Ooh, okay. So we do have a fake flower for a fake engagement. I don't know if he wrote it to anybody else. I wouldn't have come out here if I thought he had. It's a big trip, lots of time to think. Wonder, why did he write to me? Oh boy. Yeah, went out for a jog. Good luck with your search. I haven't told her, but she knows. It's the only good reason not to send the money instead. I'm here to save his life all over again. We park alongside an old-fashioned stable in a space just the right size. I return the boutonniere to my lapel. Miss Clara, with me. Should I wait? The prince will come. Some people have all the luck. Legs numb, we stumble from the cab. Miss Popescu takes her and the passenger's supplies from the truck bed. The pair amble inside via the nearest entrance, the staff accessed by the stable. Since there's no one else in sight, I shuffle along to collect my own luggage. A hand latches onto my shoulder. Another lashes past my chest to take hold of my suitcase before me. Aw shit, there he is! Allow me. I startle backwards into the new arrival. Sliding their grip from my shoulder to my wrist, they pirouette me around to face them. Careful, we're on uneven ground. It's a man in his early 40s. His hair's gone almost completely white, but he's put an immense effort into retaining his doll-like skin and his perfect parallel teeth. Immense wealth. A princely sum. This is... Dracula. What a shame it's taken so long to make your acquaintance. Mr. Harker? Lowering our hands until they're at eye level, pausing and thinking better of something, he releases me. I tuck both my hands in my pockets. He has me backed against the truck. Longer trip than I expected. The journey takes what it takes. No, I meant your original sin. Sending a subordinate. Renfield. Yeah, this is a very pointy beard. Check that out. He could stab somebody with that. You don't need to even use his veins. He could just stick the beard in, and he's good to go. Wasn't I worth your personal attention? His shoe scrapes downward along the sloped cobblestones until it comes to a stop between mine. Our knees bump together. There are military commanders who don't lead with this much force. He really is annoyed about Roger. Wants me on the literal back foot. That's not happening. Sipaichi, hello! How are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a great night. Welcome in. We're having some chill visual novel reading time. See, nobody ever passes their boss an easy job. I've had weeks to prepare for him. I'm doing pretty well. I had a pretty alright day today, and yeah, I'm just enjoying this visual novel. It is like a retelling of Dracula. So if that sounds like, you know, something that you might be interested in, definitely stick around. I sidestep him and start toward the main entrance, letting him take my bag, just like he wanted. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's very reminiscent of some of my favorite visual novels like Fata Morgana and Umineko, so I'm having a lot of fun with it. He whirls and powers after me. I can see Hawkins and Harker have insulted you, Prince, and for that I would like to express our sincere and heartfelt apologies. You need this to fully release, right? I'm gonna be super excited when it does. Our faith in Master Renfield was misplaced. If we could go back in time and start over, we would of course assign me to you. Secure a better outcome for everybody. Our reputation, your satisfaction, Roger's safety. Dracula is suddenly ahead and glowering. Uh-oh. You shouldn't have said that, dude. I'm curious, I didn't check. How safe are we? Okay, we're doing fine. His safety is irrelevant. All that matters is what's been left unfinished. Sure. Once it is finished, though, may I stay an extra day and look for him? So when does Simon Belmont enter the story? Hopefully soon. I'm waiting for that guy to show up. There's the castle, the ravine, the mountaintops. The family can't have checked everywhere. Provided the search comes after. We were thorough and it's been 3 weeks. DLC! Alright, let's go. Don't expect a happy ending. It's far too late for that. He's irritated by how determined I am. Not enough to say no. If he lets me conduct a personal investigation, it'll keep the authorities at bay. Whether or not I believe Roger's claims about him being a threat, this place has secrets it doesn't want known, buried somewhere Dracula assumes I can't or won't look for them. Long ago, the Murray Renfields trusted me with their child's life. If this search ends at his grave, at least I know how badly I've failed them. And I like the Roger kind of one like this. Oh man, I hope Van Helsing appears. That'd be sick. So the Belmont's job is vampire killing. Technically, you could also come to Castle Dracula on a business trip like Renfield Johnny. Different businesses all. Exactly! It would make sense. It'd be very easy to write in. Hold tight, Roger. I cross the threshold. Dracula closes the door behind me. No sooner have we stepped inside than he's fleeing across the room for the nearest exit. I start to follow. Someone intercepts me from the opposite side. Jonathan Harker! We've been waiting! One moment, I want a little water. Alright, a short brunette latches onto my arm. Oh, here we go. Here's our first proper look at Ilyana in this stream. Very good designs for all of the brides. While I'm distracted by her, two other figures materialize around me, closing from all sides like the three-toed talon of a bird of prey. A statuesque raven-haired beauty peers over my shoulder. So he came. A bedraggled blonde nudges my ribs. Bad decision. The brunette tugs me onward. A giant pair of double doors are open at the end of the entrance hall. Beyond, a banquet table has been set with candlesticks and dinnerware. Two dark, one fair. All in unison, they carry me to a chair. I'm seated left of the head. The brunette takes the right side, the blonde beside her, and the raven beside me. Vlad will be here shortly, and Nicoletta with the food. Before she sits, she takes a bottle of red wine from between us and starts to pour our drinks. Psst. I place a hand over my glass. None for me. Teetotaler. Just don't feel like it. We never had any at home, and I spent university cleaning up after Roger. The only occasions I can be talked into drinking are weddings, funerals, and to celebrate being done with a particularly bad client. Oh, be ready to drink after all this, my dude. Maybe if she asks at the end of this trip. Certain? She rolls her wrist, swirling the wine until it forms a whirlpool. Oh, I love doing that. Too pushy. Let him be. Dracula reappears empty-handed. Half the world prefers to abstain. We wouldn't want to look uncultured. Her eyes drop to the table. She returns the bottle and takes her seat. Don't embarrass her. He stalks along the left side, my side, brushing the Raven and I's backs. Finally, he slips into his chair. Layers of fabric and hair cascade around him, subtle and sleek bands that accentuate his angular figure. Not to worry, Mr. Harker. Popescu will fetch a bottle of Socata instead. Delicious. What is it? An elderflower drink. Thank you for all your generosity. Yours, Miss Popescu's, and... Pardon, I didn't get their names. Oh, come on, girls. I'm Theodora, his first bride. Ches, second. The blonde chooses this moment to take a sip, a drink, down her entire glass. Wipe her mouth clean, slam it on the table, deliberately avoiding the placemat. I love her. Good for her. I love all of the brides in different ways. They're perfect. A long silence passes before Dracula realizes she won't budge. Ileana, my third and final. It ends with me. Before anyone could argue his point, Miss Popescu arrives with a trolley and offloads 5 plates of grilled fish. No! Mine is served with a salad. Nobody else's is. He whispers in her ear and sends her back out. Bon appetit. She shells up more in Dracula's route. Ooh, that would definitely be fun to replay to see. You can meet her on the others. Makes sense. I'm glad we saw Ches so much, because I like her. Theodora's also interesting. Just, I like all of them. They're all very unique and fun. I'm too hungry to ask about the salad situation. The fish is perfect, flaky and soft, but the greens are wilted. The vinegar dressing helps hide that, to an extent. Ew! Someone with a less refined palate might not notice. Clearly, I've spent too many nights and too much money dining out in Soho. Aside from Miss Popescu delivering Socata and a series of requests for salt and water latticing across the table, we eat in peace and quiet. Okay, pick an angle to work. Dracula didn't like us being asked about Roger. Theodora is the most talkative of his 3 brides, but the pair of them are in lockstep, which means she won't want to talk about it either. He's smart, he's figuring it out. Ches has kept those lovely lips unreadably quiet. Ileana? Let's try Ileana. Ileana. When I look over at her, she's pulling a bone from her teeth. That's an interesting... Shit. I can doubt compliment a woman's clothes, but there's no way it'll seem sincere in her case. Uh-oh. Pattern on your shirt. What is it? She extracts the bone and turns it between her fingertips. He recovered real fast. He thought quick. The stitches or the blood? You're full of blood, so I think you know what it is. Stitches are by me also. Good hobby to have. Happy to teach anyone if people stop being above it. The other brides avoid her as she points the bone at each in turn. I never learned how to sew myself, but Roger, Mr. Renfield, he was a dab hand. Did he mention his dad owns a clothing factory? He and his brother learned lots there as kids. He has not said anything. No, he didn't mention that. Or any brothers. If only we'd had more of a chance to talk to him. Ches turned a pointed look towards Dracula. I love her. She's definitely still my favorite. He fumes. What a privilege it is to learn the intricacies of Master Renfield's life, to gain an appreciation for someone we failed to appreciate in the brief moment we knew him. However, given the stress of that evening when we lost him to the mountains, the terrible psychological toll it took on these delicate flowers, my precious and singular brides, I would also appreciate if you refrained from mentioning him at the table. He interrupted a dinner much like this. Deluded, raving, he ruined everything before fleeing outside. You can see Ches rolling her eyes. Oh my god, I love that. Her sprite changed. That's great. That's so fun. It's a good detail. The terror of those moments was only eclipsed by the horrific realization we'd lost our wayward guest to the wilderness. Please, let the memory of him fade from their tormented Ches stands. Her exposed arms are taut with rage, cheeks red as her dress as she storms from the room. This last silence is dense, oppressive. See, look what you made her do. Enough of that. Tell us about London. Theodora would love to know what's in store for her. We heard there's a theater district. Yeah, musicals, plays, opera, ballet, take your pick. Oh, the opera! While he and Theodora share a smile and a brief daydream, Ileana throws her fishbone at me. It falls short and lands in my cicada. Oh. As I look from the glass to ask her, what the hell, she nods at the door. Ches lingers just out of direct sight, tucked behind the frame. Once she's sure I've seen her, she mouths, "Let's talk," before disappearing. A lead, thank God. Tell me, Mr. Harker, what should we see first? Where to start? Where to start? The remaining two brides bring up the rear as Dracula leads us through the corridors. To my room, or so he says. For the moment, there's no damning evidence he did anything to Roger. Nor is there any proof they're telling me the truth about Roger's escape. All I know is that I haven't seen him, whether he's been kept from me or left of his own accord. Until I have additional information, I should remain cautious. Be polite but firm, only try Dracula's patience when there's clear benefit, and exercise all my powers of observation. Man, Jonathan is way smarter than Roger. Worst comes to worst, I've got a knife in the suitcase, and I reckon the truck's ignition isn't hard to figure out. There might not be enough gas to reach Bistrita. Doesn't matter. We went uphill for miles, so on a return journey, if the truck can reach the other end of the pass, it'll cruise to the bottom. Several days' walk from that point. Doable. None of these people could keep pace. See, Jonathan came in here with he's got a plan. He's figuring it out. He's like, okay, here's the steps I need to take. Here's my exit. Roger just thought he was just a dude on a business trip. He was on a normal business trip with Dracula. You know how it is. That's just how it be. Except for her, Ches. That's an athlete's build if I've ever seen one. Wonder what she's into. Mountaineering? Depending on stamina. Yeah, Renfield didn't know he was the first guy in a horror story. He thought he was just having a vacation. Oh, but she's out of step with the rest of them. No sense worrying about her. If they give chase, she won't be leading the pack. It'll be him. It's always him. He won't let anyone else in the front. Here it is. A modest bedroom at the end of a near-identical row. The swing could be part of a hotel. The middle room is closed, with light coming from under the door. That must be where the piano tutor went. The bathroom's just ahead. You'll be sharing with your neighbor. Fine by me. Miss Clara seems like a consummate professional. Yes, you rode here together, didn't you? Of course, you'll receive special treatment in other regards. We leave Theodora and Ileana at either side of the door as we enter. My brides and I keep late hours. Popescu will bring breakfast and lunch around 8 and 12. Dinner will be our only formal meal. Let her know if you'd like any snacks. If you require anything, she is here to provide. Aside from that, the ground and first floor are yours to explore. Above are our private quarters. Below are cellars, stores, and tombs, none of which are any of your business. Oh shit! Let's give it a second. Give VTube Studio a second for that dote. It'll get there. Just give it a minute. There we go! Thank you, Erlis, for the dote. I appreciate it. All Renfield's legal recruitments have been brought here. His personal effects are being held by us in case of his return. We suppose to be helpful for him to have his... Snob, what the heck? Oh no, you took Gaming Creature with you! No! That's so sad. That's so sad. Oh my god, I can't believe you've done this, Snob.
I like it, cut, G.
God, you always do this. Why you gotta slap my head? So mean. So mean to me all the time. His personal effects are being held by us in case of his return. We supposed it'd be helpful for him to have his wallet and a change of clothes if he ever intends to travel home to Germany. Yeah, it's your bit, I know. You love that bit. You stole La Creatura. How could you? He can't come back until my wig comes back. He's attached to the wig. So we've got to wait for the wig to come back and then he'll be there. Oh, man. He's yours now? No, 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 no. He's just getting my wig back. He's just getting my wig back. You don't have him, Snom. Shall we leave you for the night, Mr. Harker? There is no reason to keep him here. The room is acceptably furnished, a double bed, a desk with drawers, and an upholstered chair, a small couch, and a coffee table. Sleep, work, eat. Yeah, he's in the Shadow Realm! No! We'll feed him Reese's Pieces and orange Fantas. Snom, it's late! You're gonna give him a sugar rush before bed! My suitcase is on the bed, and Roger's briefcase is on the desk. It's everything I could possibly need, and not an iota more. Given how lavish this castle is, I feel like I'm being punished. You missed the baby? Me too. He'll be back in 9 minutes. This isn't how a man of Dracula's caliber treats someone he's happy to see. Roger's equipment was brought here. From where? If it was a different room in this hall, they could have just put me in it. This area's for staff. Let's assume he was in the actual guest suites. I've been downgraded. Dracula eagerly awaited me. Once it might have been in genuine excitement. The excitement has curdled to spite. Oh boy, we're really in it now. I'm necessary. He needs a lawyer like he always did, but his patience will only last until the job is over. I highly doubt he'll let me explore his property afterwards, and that might be the least of my problems. Yeah, I think so. You can pet the bald head. Thank you. I appreciate it, Erlis. Thank you for your hospitality, Prince. He smiles at his generosity. Thank you again for being here. When he closes the door, I listen for the turn of a lock, but he's not quite that sadistic. So Jonathan is Roger Renfield's boyfriend? Yeah, kind of like, it sounds like, you know, they had feelings for each other, but they never really went for it. And, you know, they were filled with all those regrets and all that pining. That's at least what I've gathered of what their relationship was. They got fake married to save Roger from the sanitarium. But, you know, they separated ways. So it'll be interesting to explore more of that as the story goes on. For the time being, he does have limits. Later on, once I've brushed my teeth and requisitioned a bottle of water from Miss Popescu, there's an unidentifiable scraping sound from the outer wall of the room. Like branches raking around in the wind. It's an exterior wall which leads straight down into a tributary of the ravine. There shouldn't be any trees, since there isn't any ground nearby for them to grow from. Oh, jeez. Scrapes get louder and louder. It's also like a cat riding its claws to the bottom of a curtain, except deeper, harsher. The sound reaches the top of the window. It stops. I vault from the bed and grab the nearest heavy object. Oh shit, he's ready to fight. A bronze table lamp with a cord just the right length to reach the window. Raising it to the glass, it reveals nothing. The glow reflects back at me. I see my own exhausted face. Dark fingers jut under the frame and throw it upwards and open. I thrust the lamp at the exposed intruder. Oh, let's go! Ches blocks the bulb with her palm. Jesus, you're jumpy. Crouched with her heels flat on the sill, she balances without any aid from her hands. It'd be impressive whatever she was wearing, but she manages in stilettos with her dress hitched over her thighs. She pushes the bulb back. I stagger across the floor and almost yank the lamp cord from the socket. Hopping to the ground, where she lands evenly on both feet, Ches slides the window closed behind her. Didn't I say we'd talk? Failed to mention it'd be via the window. Anyone so much as looks at the wrong corridor, Theodore's there to ask why. Had to travel indirect. Okay, Here I am with a bit of good news, bad news, and if you're keen, a bit of advice. I didn't expect her to be this forthcoming in any respect. That's because she's the coolest. I'll take whatever you've got. I can't tell you where he is, but I can tell you he isn't dead. Can't or won't. Literally can't. The details don't matter though, because his best chance of survival is if you leave immediately. What? I know, believe me, I know. It's important you're here though, because what we need is for you to take something along for the ride home. Reaching beneath her coat, she unclips a hidden object from around her waist. Oh? Oh, the book! Once she's extricated it, I can see she's brought a book. This is a legal document that can get the prince in a lot of trouble. Take it somewhere safe, follow the instructions. Everyone goes free. Doesn't make any sense. If he's holding Roger hostage, the whole point would be to stop me intervening in whatever it is that's happening here. Putting a few hundred miles between us won't change anything, it'll just complicate it. Unless there's something about this I don't understand. Sue his vampire ass. Take him to court! Who am I kidding? It's all a mystery to me. Murder accusations, property sale gone awry, infighting polygamists, and how does the piano tutor fit in? There has to be a connection I haven't noticed. Just tell me what it is I'm missing. What if I thought you'd believe? That punches a hole in me. All the resolve I had rushes out the massive puncture in my ego. Dependable. I'm dependable. Why can't she see? Yes, rationally we've just met. If the prince is involved in a ludicrous aristocratic criminal conspiracy, it might be hard to explain to a layman, but I'm a lawyer, God's sakes. I know a thing or two about crime. I might not know them or their culture or what they're capable of. Objection! He's the monster. He ate those people. Yeah! Yeah! But I'm trustworthy. Give me a secret or a loan or the car keys. I can handle anything on anyone's behalf. Oh, Jonathan. I did say he's smarter than Roger, but he might be a little full of himself in some ways. I understand he's very desperate, though. The situation is definitely driving him to a place, you know what I mean? I feel like that's definitely a good part of what's going on with this. I deserve to know. I need to know. Tell me. Most people cave when I flash that look. Ches doesn't budge. No, it's that old show don't tell rule. Roger wouldn't listen to words. She meanders back to the window. How about this? Tonight, I think you'll have a dream. There'll be a man in it who you've never seen before. If he's not a man, he'll be a bunch of lights or a cold breeze. Whatever's there, it'll want help finding something. Refuse. Ignore it. Total dead end. Total dead end. Remember that I foretold it. Yes, John is also a character from the novel. Open your mind to strange possibilities. Psychics love to dole out vague predictions that are likely to come true anyway. Statistically, there are men in most of my dreams. They're 50% of the dream population. Lights and breezes aren't rare either. None of this is a convincing sign of precognition. Already skeptical, right? And you were gonna cry about me not trusting you. Sheesh. She shunts the window open. Sweet dreams. Blowing a kiss. She topples out. Oh my god, she's so cool. Guys, she's so cool. A dark shape climbs back up several seconds later. When it reaches the top of the frame, it kicks the window closed. I love her. She's everything. I fall in the bed with the lamp clutched to my chest. Roger's alive. Ches is confident of that. Does that mean he's in the castle? In an area Dracula told me not to visit? Wherever his mysterious room is? That's why I wasn't given his personal effects. He still needs them. Does he only dream about people or not considering other entities as part of the population? Good point, Ritra. You do got a point there. That makes things simple. I find him and we run. If it is that simple, I want to do it now. I don't want to wait around for one or both of us to die. Start running. Keep running. My heart thunders in my chest. I scrape my fingers through the fabric of my waistcoat, part the buttons, scratch at my shirt, clench the layers in my fist. Ah, there we go. We're back. The baby boy's returned. Safe and sound. Thank God, it's a miracle. Try to reach the problem and bring it to heal. Not allowed to run. Dereliction of duty. This castle is too big to find Roger at random, especially if he's been subdued. Bide your time. Have some sense. Running too soon might be what your nerves want, and it'll only get you killed. Who knows what kind of minefield is beyond that door. Don't be overly cautious, but knowing your surroundings is the first step in any plan. Yay! You released the herd of creatura! Look at them, so free and beautiful and pure. I tense my entire body and release. Placing the lamp back on the nightstand, I take the book Ches left and clutch at that instead. Ooh, I got the book in my inventory. Odd book Ches gave me. It's in German. If Renfield were here, he could read it. Interesting. German words shine on the cover. Who knows what they say? She's right. Most of this is over my head. Keep swimming. Reach the surface. It isn't far. You've got this, Jonathan. Lights bloom across my field of vision, and there's a cold breeze, and there's a man. 3 for 3. Doesn't mean anything. Keep telling yourself, buddy. A bright autumn morning sticks its fingers through the gaps of a tent that can't keep out the elements. Across from me, on the other side of a low table, a frail teenager stirs from a pile of cushions. He lolls to a seated position. I wave at him. He doesn't acknowledge me. Instead, his focus is on a jug on the table. Snatching it up, he pours water into his mouth and over his face. Me, when I wake up at 3 a.m. Thirsty. Those dull brown eyes that refuse to meet mine also dodge each intrusive pane of daylight. Hungover. Since he's awash, I wander the tent. It's got all those gaps because the frame is too large for the fabric. They prioritize spaciousness over weatherfastness. Ah well, winter hasn't set in yet. In a few weeks they might reconsider. There are weapons and pieces of armor half arranged on racks and shelves. Not the modern kind. Old curved swords and individually blacksmith-beaten helmets. Rehydrated, the man notices something amiss outside. His eyes finally focus. When he walks through the front flap, I follow. I've been here. This is Panchevo Forest, near Timisoara. I hope I'm saying this right. There's no sign of a city nearby. We're surrounded by trees in the ambience of the river Timis. The landscape is unmistakable from those alone. We came through after the war. He came for battle, too. The scene before us wasn't a battle. 1,000 men jut from the marshy clearing on the stakes, caught at rest and slaughtered in their night clothes. The man crumples to his knees in fear. In the distance, along the tree line, someone patrols on a horse. Now's not the time for weakness. The man needs to be alert and keep moving. I rush to his side. Get up! When I reach for his shoulder, the air around him shudders. My hand passes through vapor. He disappears. That's fine. Oh shit! What's up, buddy? Moments later, someone else materializes. Light projected onto mist that thickens into a solid form. Don't interrupt the show. Unlike the gangly, uneven teen from before, this is a put-together figure in his 20s. A smooth, hallucinatory blend of blue and white. A publicist might say he's handsome. To me, he's artificial, uncanny. A Hollywood fantasy of a person. Unsettling to look at. There was someone patrolling nearby. I had to get him moving. Do you realize who's in charge? The rider and the bodies fade too, leaving a blank landscape. Timisoara. Why, Timisoara. It's a beautiful area, but we barely stopped here. A meal and gas and back on our way. What's my subconscious trying to tell me? Ugh, a Freudian. Hate those. Then there's you. I brought you here. Ches said to expect a visit in my dreams. That primed me to imagine some kind of... Let's take this in a different direction. Caricature of a human being. Somewhere a touch more intimate. Gasp. Where are we going? The rear door slams us in tight. The ghostly man sits at the wheel, and I'm forced to crouch on the floor at the gunner's post. Oh, this isn't what I was picturing when he said that. When the echo of the door subsides to a sequence of explosions takes its place. Teasing the gas with pointed toe, the ghost doesn't hit the right speed for gear change. The engine, which should whisper sweet nothings, coughs and hacks and wheezes as it's throttled. Ugh. I hover my right hand near the wheel while bracing my left on the dashboard. No. I was driving here. They let me drive. Can we talk? The slits standing in for a windscreen flares red and gold. This isn't Timisoara. Something detonates right behind us. It isn't going fast enough. Floor it! Floor it! All the arms pound against the exterior. The thick metal plating keeps them out. Its only vulnerabilities are the tires and the slit. This isn't working. Shouldn't have latched onto the car. In slow motion, slower than us, I see it. A bullet slips in on the driver's side. No! The ghost turns to face me. The tip of the bullet pierces the thin layer of skull by his right eye. It bores out of sight, into his brain. The world goes dark for both of us. The bedroom curtains are drawn, though there's not much sun behind them. Ooh, that's trippy, the way its pattern's moving. That's a neat effect. I sit on the covers in my underwear, drenched in a mix of sweat and rainwater. The ghost sits beside me. What was that? Here, I thought you had all the answers. Pulling into myself, I focus on breathing, taking the gentle hum of life outside. Nobody knows what happened. Without a gunner, came back a driver. He stretches. Survival's like that, a series of imperfectly remembered imperfect choices we wish we could redo. Once the stretch has reached its full extent, he snaps back inward. Hey, talk to me. About what? You're Roger's friend. You seem like you're very good friends. Boss. If we name every applicable relationship, we'll be all night. I've heard a lot about you from him, Jonathan Harker. Trust a conveyancer to take plenty of mental real estate. You've come to the rescue, only your demoiselle in distress is proving hard to find. Nobody seems to care he's missing. Oh, heartless. Dreams are important for processing the day you've had. Did Ches say I'm not a dream? Willing to tell dreams and reality apart is a sign of insanity. What if we have a wager? Since your only idea thus far is to check upstairs, why not try the tower? Roger was in there. His luggage still is. If you find a jawbone in his suitcase, you'll follow my instructions. Together we'll escape. There's no harm trying. He's right. I'd like to explore the whole castle. If I don't, I'll know I'm just dreaming. Fair deal. Ches said not to agree to anything the man asked. I don't care. Sure, let's do it. I offer a hand to him. We shake on it. Neither of us release when it's done. The ghost takes the opportunity to pull me close. Best of luck with Roger. I lost contact too. That boy's hot property. Shame the rest of us are being outbid by Vlad. What? Good night. Thanks. A knife slots underneath my jaw. The stain wakes me. Someone stands by the bed. I fell asleep with the lamp on. It only takes a second of adjustment to see the details of what's happening. An unfamiliar man, short and pale, furrows his brows over a thick pair of glasses. Oh, shit! Hello? A light fills the curve of the lenses. It's impossible to meet his gaze. His stance is limp but heavy, like meat on a butcher's hook. I try to move. The tip of the blade draws blood. Prince Dracula gave me a job to do. Despite his English accent, he sounds the words out syllable by syllable, as if they're part of a language lesson. Prince Dracula gave me a job to do. Tilting his head, he assesses the room. Prince Dracula gave job. Do I know that voice? Oh, wow. Oh, that expression isn't what I was expecting. The glasses angle out of the light. Do I No, those eyes. The pen. Roger. It isn't a knife he's drawn on me. It's a pen. I gave him that pen. Took my job. Give it back. You won't rob me! You won't murder me by inches! I will fight for my lord and master! Oh, shit. We hope you enjoyed the second helping of Dracula. What a place to cut it! Oh my god. Thank you for playing. Oh my goodness! Oh my god. Damn. I was like, how are they gonna one-up that first cliffhanger, but they did it. They sure did do it. Sheesh. That was so much fun, guys. I had a lot of fun with that. Thank you so much for joining me with this. I really, really appreciated having you guys here for it. I hope you had as much fun as I did. 2 cliffhangers, let's go. Once again, I am going to drop the Steam store page link in chat, so that if you guys would like to check out the game and the demo for yourselves, feel free to give it a look. Can't believe they did this to us. Oh my god, the suspense is killer. Supaishi, that was a good one. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the invite and making sure, your team making sure that I was aware of the game. I had so much fun with this, and I'm definitely looking forward to the full release very, very much. I'll definitely be recommending it to my visual novel loving friends. I had a really good time with it, so thank you very much. That was really good. That was a very, very fun time. Alright, let's switch on over to just chatting then. Oh my gosh, Leo! Hello! Good to see you! Guys, it's the artist for my ending screen, Leo Pixel! Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn off the... I forgot to turn off my voice! Ignore that I had 4 arms for a second there. None of you saw. Nobody saw it. It's a secret. Oh! It was a secret, Tisha. Tell Multi it was a secret. Tell Multi it was a secret! I can't believe this. Okay, well, he's here. Tell him that... Okay, Multi, it's a secret. No, Multi, you didn't see that. That wasn't real. That was a trick of the light. It was a trick of the light. It wasn't real. There's nothing for him to judge. It wasn't real. He's crazy. Multi is just crazy. I don't... You shouldn't trust what that guy says. But even though I'm saying that... Guys, tomorrow and on Wednesday, I am gonna be on 0xp Official. We are going to play some Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow. Fate Stay Night Dungeons and Dragons. Don't be mean while I'm shouting you out! How am I crazy? Name one crazy thing I've ever done, Multi. But yes, Multi and Tisha and I will be there playing Fate Stay Night Dungeons and Dragons. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Please, please, please give 0xp Official a look. They are super fun. Everything they do is great. And if that wasn't enough, if you like vampire visual novels, on Wednesday I'm going to be on 0xp Official again, and we're going to be reading Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon, which I have been super into so far, even with just the first bit we read last week. I'm so excited to read more. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So, if you want more of that, you guys should please, please, please check out 0xp Official if you haven't already. I'm not asking nicely, I'm asking very seriously. There are bombs strapped underneath your chair. Anyways. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. Check and see who's online to raid. If you guys want to suggest a raid message, feel free to put something in chat. I always like taking suggestions. Let me just see. We have a lot of mutuals online, so this is... Who do I want to pick? Who do I want to pick today? Yes, thank you so much once again, Pentagon Buddy. I'll give you another shout out. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for all the hard work that you and your team have put into this game. It really, really shows, so thank you very, very much. I had a great time with it, and I'll be really looking forward to the full release. I really, really appreciate it. Alright. 1 second. Oh my gosh, why are so many people online tonight? Why are so many people online tonight? That's nuts. It's Monday night. Busy Monday. Hello? Oh my gosh. Let's Let's see. Vampires and Mermaids raid, that could be a fun one. Trying to decide. I could raid someone that I've known for quite a while, but I've never had a chance to raid them before. Let me just take a quick look and make sure that their stream seems like it's still like going strong. Yeah, you know what, let's give Ko a raid. Ko's a really cool artist. I've known them for a very long time, and I know they've been streaming plenty, but I have never had a chance to raid them, so I think it'll be fun to have a chance to check them out. So yeah, let's do, let's see. How about let's do this. You know what? We'll do a little scream emote since the vampires are scary. But alright, tonight we are going to raid into let me make sure I say their name right. Komilk VT. Super cute cow VTuber and artist. Definitely worth checking out. You should go support them, say hello, pass on our support and love and everything. Yeah, y'all know how it be. Alright. Man, if I can make this raid message for the non-subs work, that'd be great. That'd be wonderful, thank you. Alright. We'll do this. But okay, like I said, I will see you guys on ZeroXP Official tomorrow night at 8 PM, and I'll be back there again on Wednesday for some Tsukihime. So I will catch you guys there later this week. Please have a great night. It was super fun hanging out with you, and I hope you all rest well. Enjoy the rest of your nights or days wherever you are. Thank you so much, and goodbye everyone. It was so great seeing all of you here. Thank you.